Welcome to the stream, y'all. We have some fun going on. MH3 dropped, and we're playing the what I would call the Hogak of the set. Because Nadu, while it looks pretty, like whatever, it's a 3/4 flyer for 3, which is a pretty good rate. Bird wizard. But it has this little line of text where it says creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, note, doesn't matter whose it is, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Note, it can be untapped. Otherwise, put it into your hand. So draw a card without triggering Bowmaster or Shieldred. This ability only triggers twice each turn. You think, okay, well, and so you think the limitation on this card is pretty tough. It's like, oh, well, you can only do it twice each turn. It's like, no. Every one of your creatures has that line of text, meaning every time you target any of your creatures for the first 2 times for each creature, it will happen. And so the obvious combo is Shuko, which we can nicely get with Urza's Saga or Stoneforge Mystic, or the 1 Steel Shaper's Gift as a treat. So we effectively have 10 copies. And this is just a 1 mana equipment that can attach for 0 mana. Since equipping targets, it will basically, however many creatures you have, you will get twice that many Nadu triggers. But the other thing that's really nice about Nadu, specifically in Hammer, is that we don't need Shuko to go off. So if we have Pure Steel Paladin, that means that we potentially have, if we have Metalcraft, of course, then all of our equipment are Shukos, right? Cryptic Coat, Lava Spur Boots, Paradise Mantle, all that, right? But additionally, even if you don't have Pure Steel Paladin out, Giver of Runes acts as both protection and a way to trigger Nadu, which is sick. But also, you can just pay 1 mana to equip a Lava Spur Boots, pay 1 mana to equip a Paradise Mantle, and just generate a ton of value. That's one of the main reasons, actually, I'm playing the first Paradise Mantle over the 3rd Springleaf Drum, because I think the ability to just chain off a bunch of value is really significant. Also, when you're churning over your entire deck, and note that we can quite easily churn over our entire deck in a single turn and kill our opponent, because Paradise Mantle plus Pure Steel Paladin plus Lava Spur Boots means that every creature you cast now has haste, and it can tap for 1 of any color. And then for every creature you draw, you get 2 more cards. It's really, really disgusting. Right. Feeling on a 1 of Haywire Might in the 75. It's probably fine. It's probably correct somewhere in there. I just don't know what I would cut. I moved all the protection and the interaction spells to the sideboard, especially right now with the meta, because everyone's doing whatever they want. So I think you just want to be really proactive. So we have a ton of interaction in the sideboard. So yeah, Haywire Might seems fine as a 1 of. But right now I just don't have one in there. The other tools we got are Strict Serenade. I think is the weakest tool, but it is a unique piece. It's a single blue instant counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker, meaning the Ring, Nadu, Primeval Titan. Your opponent does get a 2/2 blue bird, which is not great, but it is a 1 mana counter spell that can't go dead, unlike Spell Pierce. Consigned to Memory is the other card I'm super excited about, because this thing counters target triggered ability or colorless spell. So it counters the Ring. It counters Amulet Titan. Both the Amulet triggers. You can also counter the Amulet if they don't have it in play. You can also counter Saga Chapter 3, meaning they can't go get their Amulet. It counters the untapped triggers on bounce lands. It does a lot. And since you can replicate it, it also gets around Chalice of the Void. Card's just really good. Is 4 correct? I don't know. Maybe not. But I want to play a ton of these cards to see them as much as possible. And then if they suck or they aren't coming in much, then we'll trim them down. Yes. Taste the Tears. We got birds. We got castles. That could be a Boros Garrison or whatever, a Slayer Stronghold. Titan's probably not wearing a helmet, but that's fine. And Pithing Needle's a good card. Vexing Bubble's the other interesting card. I like it because it's a 1 mana hate piece, so it comes down quickly, and you can find it off of Urza's Saga, obviously the important part. So the first copy is 5 copies, which is pretty rad. And then it basically has this innocuous line of text where whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. So every Evoke Elemental, like specifically Solitude. Force of Vigor is a nice one. Summoner's Pact. There are a lot of cards where this is nice. Of course, any Cascade spells like Living End, Rhinos, Crashing Footfalls, those all get countered by that trigger. That's the other thing that I didn't call out. Consign to Memory. Cascade is a triggered ability, so this is a 1 mana counter a Cascade spell effectively, which kind of something we've wanted for a long time. And then Pithing just a nice card. Curse Totem is still here because I think Yawgmoth and some other creature activated ability decks will be popular, and so we'll play a couple. Obviously we only have 2, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Hopefully we get to do the full combo thing with Nadu, but I like Hammer specifically as a shell for Nadu because 1, we're really good at triggering Nadu even without Shuko, but 2, we present threats. Like, we have the ability to just whack someone for 10 to 20 damage very early in the game, as early as turn 2 or 3. So people have to respect that. And then they also get pressured by the Urza Saga Construct plan, which is hard for a lot of decks to beat. And then the Nadu is just this thing where it comes down and the game immediately ends because even if you don't kill them, you've drawn 20 cards. So I'm very excited. But yeah, without further ado, I heard there's some interesting decks in the leagues, so I'm happy to deck. I also did a MH3 set review, which talked about a lot of these cards on the Patreon, so you can do the, I think it's !Patreon for that information as well. But note that I think Kappa Cannoneer is another really good one, but it requires a lot more deck building restrictions, and Nadu is just like the card that I think should be banned like now, so I'm gonna play that one. Once Nadu gets banned, I'm down to experiment more, but until either we're proven Nadu's terrible in the deck or Nadu, like, somehow Kappa's better, then I'm good with this, but we'll play around with some stuff. All right, we are on the play. Hell yeah, brother. This hand is so bad though. We have 6 mana sources. Okay, so I'm going to keep this hand because we have, like, obviously if we hit any white source, this hand's very, very good. I think I'm just going to bottom one of the hammers and call it there. Obviously getting boots off of Saga Chapter 3 is really nice, but oh yeah, Alan, like, Nadu should just be banned. But I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Urza Saga can also find a second colored source so we can cast Nadu reasonably. But yeah, I will keep this hand, bottom second hammer, and I think I'm just going to, oh boy. Okay, Gemstone Caverns. We are not actually on the play after all. See, I'm just going to shock, play the boots, and I'm playing the boots right now because, of course, if we, say, draw like a Stoneforge Mystic and then a land, we'll be using our mana over the next 2 turns, and I'll want to be able to equip the boots to a construct at some point. Dude, mill! What? There's so much mill! Why is there so much mill? Okay. Oh boy. Alright, well, I'm going to play Saga. I'm going to play Sigardizade. There is so much mill in the leagues. If I do get paired against mill twice in a row, I will drop, add an Emrakul to the sideboard, and move on. So here we are hoping to hit potentially a colored source would be awesome. Colored source would be rad. Also, just any land I'd be pretty happy with, because then we can just like make a construct. Okay. If they do Surgical the Hammer, I'll just go ahead and cast this, of course, because it makes sense to me. Spear, Thopter, Esper Sentinel. That's all right. Any land. Honestly, not bad. If I'm not going to draw a land, I'm not too sad that that's what we hit. And now we could, so this is almost certainly just like going to get countered by Drawn in the Lock.
Travis Brown can never die.
Yep. All right, them's the beats. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And yeah, so we shall see what we draw here. Obviously, mill, not a great matchup for us. They've hit so many lands. And they've hit both drums, too. What a beating. Okay. So they're probably going to pop the Saga here. I'll go ahead and float mana. No reason not to. Go get a plains here. We do have 3 basics in the deck still, which is pretty nice. And they have not hit our Temple Garden either. Not that I like really want to cast a Nadu here. Okay, whatever. Yeah, here's an Esper Sentinel. It is tempting to put the boots on the Esper Sentinel. But like if this were the other crab, I probably would, because then they don't really want to block. But I think I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Murderous Cut. Would you like to pay 1? Okay, they do. All right. Yeah. Okay. Opponent, what you got for me? That's gross. I think we're dead here. Trying to think what we could do. Not a lot. Need to find a creature now and hope they have nothing. Okay, whatever. I'll just do it. If they have Archive Trap, so be it. That means they would have just drawn it, so I'm not gonna worry too much. So we can't beat anything, right? I think we just Nadu here. Okay. So now note that if they target this with a removal spell or something, say they like fetch Fatal Push, we do get a free card off of it, which obviously like not my favorite thing to do. Okay, Baleful Mastery. So we get a free card. That's a pretty good card. Okay, and they paid the full amount, which, I don't know. All right. So now we can go Stoneforge Mystic. We have 1 more hammer in the deck. All right, we're just dead.
Travis Brown can never die.
Okay. let's go to sideboard. Surge, good because it protects stuff. Spell Pierce, good because it counters stuff. It counters like a lot of their spells. Vexing Bauble, tempting because we can, like, the fact that you can sack the card to just draw a card whenever you want, pretty relevant. But it also counters Archive Traps, which, I don't hate some Consigns to Memory because it can counter cycling triggers. It can also counter like a Hideaway trigger or a Crab trigger. I don't know if that's good enough. But let's see what we want to cut. I think the Esper Sentinels are not great. I think the Nadus are sadly not great against Mill, right? I don't know, it could be wrong. Because I usually like to go up on cards anyway, but I do like to just have action. So could just go up 4 cards. I don't know about these. Hey, what's up, Wally? Esper Sentinel's not great. Steel Shaper's Gift, probably not great either. We can probably just trim that way. I want all the surges to primarily protect our sagas. I think this is fine. Whatever. We'll try a couple consigns. It might suck, and if it sucks, then whatever. Would like to be on the play. I think this is a keep because it has an Urza Saga plus Surge. I don't hate it. Yeah, we'll keep. And I think I'm fetch. I could just fetch Shock here. Yeah. But we can do that in their turn. Because note, if they have 2 Archive Traps is pretty bad for me, but whatever. What you gonna do? But this basically lets us surge in response to an Archive Trap or something like that. Okay, sure. And this is each opponent. All right. So not worried about that. And because my life total typically doesn't matter, that's why it's like whatever, we'll shock, who cares? All right. Now here, I don't mind getting a hammer out under the a potential surgical extraction. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, just deploy the hammer. Because I'm probably not going to be equipping the Shadow Spear anyway. Not yet. But because I have the second hammer in hand, I'm pretty comfortable doing that because it means that any like if they say surgical, then we're in fine shape. Okay, that's a nice one. I don't hate it. And I think I will shock here. Like the obvious downside is I think we can take 1 hit from Tasha's because we do have the Nadus, which does pad our CMC. So yeah, just do the Ink Moth here. And if they Tasha's, then like we're all clear for takeoff. This is weird Elden Ring. I'm trying a unique build. It's a strength build, but it's turn-based. Okay, well, so like that's the exact card we wanted, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay. They also have Ghost Quarter. That's so many. Alright, I'm just gonna make a dude. Dude has been made. I'm gonna make another dude. Oh. Okay, hold up. I think I'm just making a construct. Make a construct, probably go get... Like, I kind of want to get Shuko, but I think Springleaf Drum is slightly better. But it's really close. Like, I don't think I want to Shuko my whole deck. Okay, so... Because we can also just, like, float mana here. I do like being able to hold up, like, Surge and Pierce. So, yeah, I'm just going to do this. Sure. Okay, that's fine. We get a construct. It is very tempting to just get the Shuko here, but I think it's probably correct to just like go get Drum. Oh man, Shuko's really gross. The issue, of course, is if we get Shuko, it's pretty hard for us to, like, unless we draw a fetch land, we can't actually like protect. Whatever. Shuko? It's really tempting. I think I might just be Drum, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll just get the Drum. I will shock this in, of course. And I'm just going to play the Shadow Spear out here. Yep. Okay. I wanted a Pure Steel Paladin pretty bad. Okay. So we're fetching now. Yeah, mill 3. We definitely have some more basic planes in the deck. We also have the other Hollowed Fountain, which is really nice. I think I am deploying the bird here. I think it's like attack for 4, play bird. That seems fine. Note that the bird also flies. It's like a flying 3/4, which is a reasonable body. Ooh. Otawara. Do we actually care? If we counter that, like if we surge, then we can still play not. So we surge, probably just fetch shock, surge, play Nadu, and hold up Spell Pierce. I think this is correct. Okay. Take 4, probably. All right. Exactly. We came to bird. Yeah, Andrew. I did manage to find some Nadus. I was in those Mana Trader, you know. All right. Yeah. Hate this. It's funny because in some of my more recent builds before MH3, okay, yeah, you got all my Nadus. They were all in the yard. I was actually playing Relic specifically because it's better against Mill. So they extirpated my Nadus. Fascinating. They were probably just doing that to get information, potentially. I don't know. Surgical Extraction, Paladin. I don't think I care about this either. They also paid 2 life to do that. Okay. Sure. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, they... Wait, what? Okay, sure. I'm so confused. Yeah, okay, so they just missed the first one, I guess. Okay. So we have 1 planes. We still have 2 more planes in the deck, so we can fetch. What if we just start by going like Shadow Spear onto Construct? Probably correct. Get me a free card. We don't need any more green, so get my Nadu trigger. All right. I think Archive Trap is a very reasonable card for them to have here, so I don't really want to let them use it. So I think I'm better off just going like Giver plus Hammer. That seems fine. I'll tap the Giver here. And this is just to pump the Construct, of course. All right, we'll attack for 9. As tempting as it is to animate the Ink Moth. I mean, like, if they have push, then it doesn't matter, right? I think it's popping up more because of SEG, because they're like, oh my gosh, the deck's good. Also, like, people are winning with it more right now because people are just playing their garbage pile MH3. builds. So if we animate the Ink Moth, we potentially kill them. I think putting them to 1 is fine. Whatever. Who cares? All right. I mean, so yeah, Resident Madman, Nadu without the card that you pair it with explicitly, not as good, but keep in mind, like, the Shadow Spear got us an extra card. Any removal spells they cast, which people like to cast removal spells against Hammer, also triggers Nadu. On top of that, you also, like, if you have Paladin, then all of your equipment are Shukos, effectively. What do I want to do here? I don't hate Consign as a way to counter some, like... we still have 2. That's fine. Whatever. We'll just run with this. Bird up. Let's go. Interesting. The 2 I don't really want 2 consigns. This hand does have, like, Aid plus Stoneforge, so it's pretty hard to throw it back. I'll just keep it. Exactly. Nadu literally dealt 3 damage to them, so they die. Okay, so they also mold to 6, which I'm a huge fan of that. I'm just going to shock and play Aid here. Yeah, it seems fine. I do like that this mantle's going to just attach for free off of the Aid. That's a fun little surprise mana. Yeah, exactly, Ruler. Like, they had 5 mana, so if they Tasha's us, they can just pay for the Pierce anyway. That was the other reason. I was like, whatever. Surveil on top. Don't like that. Don't like that. Hate all of this. Okay, Nadu, Surge, Hammer. So like surgical to hammers. Yeah. All right. So now we are probably on a go grab coat plan. Jesus. So it is tempting to just fetch shock and then we can consign both triggers there. I don't hate it. I don't think they have a lot else going on either. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. No, I think white is fine on Orchid of the White Phantom. I think that card's like very good. I just don't know kind of what slots to take for it. Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah. That's also why people are playing Mill, because they're drawing like psychopath. All right. So we cast with Replicate. Replicate 1. Okay. Okay, so this one's targeting that. So we'll target that one. Oh, okay, so it's a trigger. Yeah, good. I can't imagine we're winning from this spot, but weirder things have happened. Do we have fetchables left? We do not. Well, no, we do not. Okay, well, that answers my question. What are we going to get here? Let's see what we're going to get. I guess we will get Cryptic Coat. Yeah. The other piece about White Orchid Phantom is I think it's really good against stuff like Tron and Amulet, and I think Consigned to Memory is better against Amulet than Night of the White Orchid is, or whatever Orchid thing. Okay. Another, Extirpate. All right, can't do anything about that. That's fine. So I think here we're probably just putting in this Giver. All right, and we can cast the coat, but I think I'd rather, honestly, just like, if the card they draw is a land, I'd rather just consign to memory the triggers. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Okay. I mean, here I'm just going to put in the coat for sure. Not going to equip it to anything, but we want to get in the habit anyway, and you do this way because... All right, what do we got? Ooh, we got a Paladin that doesn't do anything. That's pretty rad. I will say no. It's a downgrade because we don't have the Murderous Cut. Sure. Okay. Note that the mantle is additional mana, which is pretty sweet. So I think we just do this now. So we can... So I'm thinking we're going to bounce and replay Coat because the Paradise Mantle goes on the Giver. I'm just going to cast this now then, especially since like they know about it. Put that there because we need the additional mana. Yep. What a weird game. Oh, we can counter all 3 triggers. That's so sick. All right, counter that one, and then we'll replicate twice. This is so awesome. Okay, so that one will counter that, and that one will counter that. You get nothing. Was this better than something else? Probably not, but it was so sweet. Oh boy. All right. Here I think we're just gonna. Okay, we got a hold priority. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it the other way because, I can't screw it up this way. And then is there a reason? I think we can wait to do it. What is this game? Yeah, Stoneforge makes it cost a little bit less to use. Okay, so they have a removal spell, almost certainly, which is fine. Okay, well, I'll float white mana. And yeah, let's just go ahead, put the coat in. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to decline. Nope. All right, and got another Sigardizade. That's exactly where I want the other Sigardizade, to be fair. Okay, Nadu's just a 3-power creature here. And we get to equip for free because she can now tap for mana. And attack for 3. Note that I think Consign way overperformed what it normally would in this game, but I'm glad it was very funny. Yep. All right. I hate this. Yep. We get nothing. Yeah, and we have 4 cards left in our deck. All right. Them's the beats. GG's. All right. Let's try next league or next match. And we're unmuted again. All right. So we're on the play again. This hand sucks because we can't cast anything. This hand also sucks because it doesn't do anything. This hand is fine because Nadu bails us out. We're just going to bottom both hammers, I think. Our opponent says this is awkward, but I don't know why. My guess is they're probably on a hammer list as well. They also mold the 5, so I'm inclined to believe that's what this is. Okay. Yeah, we'll just shock here. Play out Sentinel. Yeah, and hopefully, like, we just naturally draw Shuko or something like that. We do have a lot of Shukos in the deck, so I will take it. My guess is it's Dimir if they're saying this is... Odds are going up. Yep. Yeah, okay. Mirror match. Oh, boy. Yeah, hopefully we just draw Shuko here naturally. We did not. All right. And just going to pass the turn here. Yeah, it's... The problem is, Seabass, is that... yeah, Crab Go. Is that this card is just absurd in, like, most things. We shall see. Note that Consign to Memory, probably really good in this Hammer Mirror. It's like, it's reasonable. It's good against Saga. It's good against Aid, of course. Okay. Fetching a basic. Drum trigger. I'm ready. Just letting me draw a card. Okay. So do they have like Stoneforge Mystic as well? Okay. Now this will tell us a lot. They got Hammer. Okay. Let's go ahead and fetch now. Get the other Hollowed Fountain. Tapped. Okay. That's a fun one because that will, like, any equipment we draw off the top now triggers Nadu. But yeah, I'm just gonna play the guy. And pass the turn because a 1/1 doesn't attack well into a 1/2. Did the math. They have a hammer in hand. All right. What you got? We both mold to 5 too, so yeah, Stoneforge Mystic off the top. Like, any copy of Shuko is obviously insane. Aid, trigger. Do we get a card? Okay. They did not. Yeah, they really. All right, what do we got? Like, I will block with the Esper Sentinel on their Esper Sentinel. Yeah. Easy block. Not blocking there. I'll just block here. And if they have 2 hammers, so be it. Like, I guess they can't do double hammer. So, yeah. Block here. We probably take 11 here. Which we can certainly recover from, especially if we draw the right cards. This also means that we gain 10 life if they want to save their Sentinel. Okay, they did not want to save the Sentinel. Fair enough. Okay, so we take 11 here, go to 6. Don't like that part. But we shall see what we draw. Okay, that's a good one. And I think that's what we're doing. Seems really good. Yeah, so It's going to be a lot of cards. And they have to find exactly like Shadow Spear. Plus, we might be able to just like throw enough toughness under this thing. Yeah, we're just going to get Shuko. I am just going to fetch up a basic Plains here. All right, and here's some Benny Hill music. Yeah, I don't think we need to play out the Giver here first. All right, equip. Nadu trigger. Would like to hit like a couple lands to begin. Okay, I mean that's another draw too. And so now we equip again. Yeah. Okay, free land. Yep, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit all my creatures before I do anything else. Hopefully we hit like, all right, drum's not bad. It's not great. And I think we've already done it twice. I'm just gonna do it again just to make sure. In paper, I flip the creature upside down when all of its Nadu triggers are done. Okay, we have. All right. So yeah, we'll play a Sentinel here. Let's see. Do we want to play the drum? I think we just want to play the Sentinel and get 2 more cards, go from there. Another Nadu. Not bad, but not what we want here. All right. What else we got? Okay. Shadow Spear is pretty nice one for like next turn, probably. I will go ahead and fetch, play the Giver. Because keep in mind, like any Ornithopters or Ink Moths off the top are additional cards. I probably should have played the drum first. Whatever. Here we are. Okay. Okay. So we'll move this back here. And then the question is, I can't imagine we're attacking. I'm probably just like blocking with the Nadu, honestly. Maybe not. Yeah, and now we will go to end step. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we were to block with everything, their Shadow Spear, it would put us to 1, which might be correct. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. All right. And of course, I left the Shuko on the Esper Sentinel because when its power is 2, they have to pay more mana. So to discard, I'll discard the additional Sigardizade. Yeah, so if they show me Shadow Spear, I will respect it. If they don't show me it, then I probably won't. We'll see. I mean, I might respect it anyway, right? Okay. Do I get to draw a card? I do. It's a lot of Nadus. Okay. So now, so it's going to be a 12. It'll be a 13. We'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. So even if they, even if I throw everything under the bus, the Shadow Spear, the Shadow Spear will kill us. So not gonna do that. I feel like if they did have Shadow Spear, they'd be moving more quickly, but whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I'm feeling real favored now. All right. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's a hit. All right. Is this good, chat? Okay, so that's 4 more cards right there. And note that when you play a second Nadu, it resets all of the triggers. All right. Yeah, let's get some more cards. I love cards. Okay. It's like pretty elementary to go through our entire deck this turn. Hopefully we don't have to go through our entire deck, but I don't know. Okay, Paladin. Paladin makes this a lot easier. Note that Nadu can get you down to 0 cards, but it doesn't actually draw a card, so it's fine. So it won't deck you technically. You just need to make sure to win before you untap with Nadu. Yeah. All right, and I think we get one more. Yeah, we definitely get one more. All right. Okay, sweet, another land. All right. Now we play this. All right, hey, 2 more cards, everybody. 2 more cards. You wouldn't know that we mulled to 5, would you? Okay, 2 more cards. This is so sick. Okay, yeah, game's over. I don't know what they could have that stops us here, because we're going to be able to deploy our entire deck effectively. I don't know. Y'all can see, though, how stupid this is. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. That was sick. Okay, so Needle is fine. Cirque Serenade might be. Artifact. It counters hammers and creatures. I think it's probably good enough here, yeah. Surges we do not want. Needle we probably do want. I think some number of consign. I don't know how many. Probably at least like 3. Yeah. And then Esper Sentinel I think is pretty bad in the matchup, so we cut that. And Giver is awkwardly kind of good. I think... So if we weren't in a world where we might be trying to Nadu combo, I'd probably cut the boots. But we are trying to Nadu combo. So what if we cut the gift instead? It's probably fine. All right, whatever. We'll just do this. Bird go burr indeed. Yeah, the lands coming in untapped is incredibly dumb. Yeah, we have hammer plus unblockable plus potential interaction. Easy peasy lemon squeezy keep. Yeah. Casual mold of 5, had to discard to hand size, and then we're going to draw our entire deck the next turn. Pretty good. I will keep. Okay, 2 keeps on 7. Nope, they mold to 5. Okay. I feel a little bit better. Ooh, 4, okay. So I will probably not be running 8 out on 1. I'll probably just go like land pass, because that means we can counter a Stoneforge Mystic trigger as well, which probably relevant. You got it. I'll play that one. They do not have a Surveil land. That's smart. It's like if they play Saga, I might counter the chapter 1. And don't like that. Fetch pretty easily here. There we go. Tapped. So many lands. Stop it. So here it is interesting. The reason to hold up Consign is if they go aid into hammer, we get to counter both the draw and the attach. Yeah. Anonymous, I think it is. Like, Nadu's just incredibly dumb. Yeah, so I think we just play out the aid here. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Yeah. I might just die. I don't like just dying, but whatever. Yep. Take 2. I'll go ahead, fetch. Question is, what do we want to get here? Probably just I'll just get the Temple Garden. All right. Okay, that's a nice one. All right, yeah. So we'll play Saga, play Stoneforge, go grab Hammer. Yep. Let's get a Hammer. And if they have exactly Hammer, yeah, it has to be like Hammer land if I'm doing it right. Right. So they pay the Hammer. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna consign that. That way it denies them the mana. I kind of like it. This means we're not dead to them having Hammer. But if they drew Hammer, then they probably would have done it already. I don't know. That was probably a little greedy. I was probably supposed to maybe hold it. I don't know. It seems ambitious. Okay, all right. So are we playing Nadu? Nadu is also a flying blocker, which is pretty sick. I like not dying. Pretty big fan of that. So yeah, blue, green. There we go. Obviously, we're giving up a construct here, but I don't think I care about the construct when we can potentially get just a million cards next turn off of the Chapter 3
Travis
Saga.
Brown can never die.
Getting a Shuko. Hey, thanks for the follows, y'all. No attacks. Note that the Sigarda's Aid trigger will also trigger the Nadu, which is pretty sick. Yeah, so note that this cannot make mana because we stifled the ability. We'll consign whatever. Can make a construct, of course. Ooh. Shocking themselves. Okay. Interesting. Question is, are we even casting this Hammer? I think we are. Like, if they have Spell Pierce, then do I care? Probably not. Let's go get a basic. Cast a Hammer. Get a free trigger. If it resolves, and if it doesn't resolve, whatever. Okay, cool. Nadu trigger. Sick. Yes. And I think... So if they didn't have anything there, I think I'm just going to grab another Hammer and cast the Coat. Yeah, that seems better. It's like if we wanted to play really conservative, we could also like Needle, name Colossus Hammer, but I don't want to play that conservatively. Get another trigger there. Oh god, it's so good. I can't handle it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I do want to have the ability to hold up blue. So let's just go ahead and do this. And this plays around Spell Pierce. Opponent mold to 4 though. It's like I don't know what we're hoping for. Yeah. GG's. Thank you, opponent. All right. We got to do the Nadu thing. Unfortunately, it was like when we both mulliganed to 5 and then the opponent mulliganed to 4 in a pretty non-interactive matchup. But Nadu did just like claw us back into the game when they had the better hammer start. So I don't know. It's really dumb. Card's really, really dumb. All right. What do we got here? Okay. We're on the draw. Not good. Okay. 1 mana. No equipper. I feel like it's a Garda's Aid. I would keep this hand, but we don't. This hand, totally fine. Yeah, this hand... Oh, I don't want to bottom the Sentinel, but I think we are. I mean, I'm definitely keeping. That's the easy part. I think it might be Steel Shaper's Gift here. Because now we get to go like, turn 1 Sentinel. Also turn 1 Aid. I'm just going to bottom the Gift, yeah. No, bottom. Nadu's great. Nadu is going to be incredible if the matchup is like interactive. Oh boy. Okay, we are. All right, well, we're playing against Charbelcher or Oops All Spells. So now I wish I had bottomed the Nadu. Yeah, whatever. All right, sure. Don't like this. Okay. So probably just like Heath, Drum, Stoneforge. Yeah. Get a Plains here. Drum. All right, let's get a hammer. Yeah, if we were not explicitly against... if we're not explicitly against, like, Charbelcher, be a different story. It was a consideration to actually grab Shuko there. Oh, okay. Unless they have, like, Ritual into... Okay, don't like that. Yep. All right. So, do we get draw a card? Nope. Okay, so we're not dead this turn. We're dead next turn. Yep. All right. So we do have lines to win from here. Let's see. So, Aid, Hammer. Yeah, we're dead. We could cast Nadu, cast Aid, and then we can't also cast Hammer. Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, we're 1 short. I mean, we can. Maybe they'll misclick. Yeah, we can crack them for 1, 2, 12 to just shy. Yep. All right. Cost 3 to activate. I would like to see their deck. That's the only reason I'm kind of going through the motions here. Yeah, yes. In exactly a Belcher kind of matchup, Gift is the better choice. But I think in every other matchup, it is not the correct choice. Also, note that if we had gotten Shuko instead of Hammer, we could have played Shuko and Nadu and potentially combo killed them. Let's see what they did. All right, yeah. So it is just normal Belcher. All right, so I don't think Consign does much. Surge is obviously great. Pierce, I think, is quite good. It's counter artifacts. Sick. Needle is also great, of course. Vexing Bauble does tag their pacts of negation, and if they have the Force of Vigor, it'll tag that as well, which is probably good. I don't think we want Coat. I don't think that's what this matchup's about. I think Esper Sentinel, not actually where we want to be either. I think we can certainly trim a Nadu. I don't think Lava Spur Boots are really where we want to be either. Givers probably aren't very good either. Yeah. Surge giving us Hexproof is obviously very, very good. I think this is fine. It's obviously not insane, but I think it's good enough. We want to keep the boots to turn on the combo, like the Nadu combo kills. Probably not. Yeah, let's see this. We're on the play this time. Pretty relevant. Oh, man. I would keep this probably if this was a Hollowed Fountain. Actually, I don't hate this. So we can turn 1, fetch land, pass, Spell Pierce, whatever they play. Probably. Turn 2, play Saga. Start making Construct. We did cut the boots. I think this is weirdly fine. I'm gonna try it. I'm not like married to it, but I think it's fine. I think we bottomed the Hollowed Fountain here. So Consign does not counter activated abilities. It only counters triggered abilities. So Belcher just shoots you unless I don't remember how Belcher works, which is possible. Oh no, duh. Consign counters Belcher. I forget that it also has just, yeah, no, absolutely. Consign would have been better. Yep. Yeah, counter the colorless spell. In my mind, a lot of times colorless spells are only the One Ring. No, you're not going crazy. I'm going crazy. It's new card effect. Yeah, I'm just gonna counter this, I think. Especially when they mold a 5, I think I just want to mitigate how many resources they can have. Have I tried Cannoneer at all? Oh, Kappa Cannoneer. I thought you meant like Ethers from Canada's. I have like Goldfish with it. I've tried it a little bit in paper. Nadu is just like a much more fundamentally broken card. So that's what I'm playing. Okay, so play Saga here. Probably play the Ornithopter in case we draw like exactly Paradise Mantle. Seems fine. All right. Yeah. All right. Hopefully we get a game 3 so I can bring in all the freaking. Okay, that's a good one. All the the freaking consigned to memories. All right. So pass turn. Oh, hey, Dog Attorney, what's up? I see why you said it was awkward. All right, 14. Sure, that's fine. Okay, so opponent is potentially dead because we can, of course, go get hammer, animate, equip, but we don't even like need. Okay, so we just float mana here, go get a hammer, play Temple Garden, equip hammer to construct. Yeah. Okay. Probably equip it to Ornithopter. Yeah, let's get me a hammer. Yeah, so probably we animate here. Nah, I think we just play the Paladin, equip the hammer to the Ornithopter. Fortunately, would have liked a colored source to hold up the. Okay, cool. They died. All right. Good. All right. Consign to memories. Get in here. Think it's better than Spell Pierce. Obviously, note they could have the freaking Blood Moons, but whatever. I think I'm fine with that. So if we're bringing in the Consign to memories, we don't need that, right? So we need to cut one more card. I think it's just a gift. We're going to be on the draw, so we're going to be a little bit slower. Maybe we just cut all the Nadus. Nadu is probably not great in this matchup. Yeah, hammer. The reality is, if we attached hammer to anything, the opponent would die. So it was fine. What I was going to do was animate Ink Moth after the equip on the Ornithopter resolved, and then move it. But the opponent saved me the trouble. We could. Like, I don't hate just having a little bit more grind, like a little bit more just like standalone threats, but like Nadu's probably better there anyway. I will keep the boots because I think the boots with the Saga plan is a really effective beatdown plan that we can hold up interaction through. It's also nice that you can replicate Consign to memory, so even if they have like Pact of Negation, you still counter it. Nope. If this was blue mana, we only have 3 basic planes. I don't think this is gonna win though. I think because we have the needle, we can probably keep this hand. It's not very good. I think I'm gonna keep it. And yeah, bottom of second hammer. This is a little dicey. Okay, it's pretty nice. So I think I do just play the needle out here. And I will play out the Ornithopter as well, because if I draw exactly like Sigarda's Aid, it's really good for us. Yeah. Get me a Brian Fontana. Goblin, Charbelcher. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, blue, because we brought in like the 4 consigns as well. It's like a lot better for us. Oh, they just, what? All right, sure. Wild. See, I'm tempted to send a message. I think I'm going to send a message. We're sending it. Okay, and with this one, I'll probably go get a Temple Garden. All right. Okay, that's really nice. And as much as I would like to deploy Nadu here, I think I'm just going to go Saga. And I think I will deploy the hammer as well, just to increase the size of the constructs. If they have Force of Vigor here, I will just surge it. Yeah. All right, so they kept the hand off of the strength of Force of Vigor. That's what happened. And I'm going to say nope to that. All right, and this time we'll hold the Ornithopter. Yeah, I would like to draw like one more piece of interaction here. But we'll see, because we could theoretically die here. Okay, we're not. Okay. I don't think it's Nadu here. I think it's just Ink Moth, make a construct, untap, make a construct, get boots, attack for 1 billion. All right. Yeah, probably supposed to just cut all the Nadus in this matchup. That's fine. Okay, love to see it tapped. Huge fan. Yeah, Surge real good. Okay, we win. So we were going to be able to make a construct, go get boots, play a land, fetch, equip boots. So we would have had 2 constructs, 3, 4, 5. It would have been a 13 damage by itself, and then we can animate the Ink Moth for 2 additional damage. Yeah. Okay, so against Belcher, probably just cut all the Nadus. But yeah. Live and learn. Yeah, usually the 4 mana artifact I care about countering is the One Ring, not Goblin Charbelcher. But that's why Consign's good, because it can do both. Oh, we're playing against Caleb D. I don't know what he's on. Don't tell me. Okay. I mean, I'm keeping this hand. It's a Sigarda's Aid Urza Saga. Gigantha? It could be a lot of different things. I know Ruby Storm is popular right now. Yeah, so I will note that, like, Shuko's also potentially just going to, like, draw some cards. By being an equipment for Paladin. Yeah, I think you always keep some of your hammer combo in, probably because it's just like so many slots. But having the ability to just be like, oh yeah, you shattered a bunch of stuff, but like Nadu, draw 14 cards. It's like still very. And part of the importance of this testing is figuring out, all right, Nadu's obviously cracked and it can just kill out of nowhere, but like where is it that important? Okay. So they have Steam Vents. So I'm just gonna play Urza Saga here. Because I don't want my Paladin to get tagged by something like a Stern Scolding. And it's just like, we'll just chill. Okay, so it's energy. So it is tempting to just like deploy at least the Shuko here. I think I am going to deploy the Shuko because it's free to equip. Okay, I don't mind that. I'm just going to play the Ink Moth here. And then, yeah, we can get the free equip, but I think I'm just going to pass. So yeah, unless they have the counter for the Paladin, it means that they could take approximately 1 billion damage. Okay, so Rug something. So Temur. Yeah, I don't know. Like the tune the narrative plus the the 1 mana energy bolt could be a million different decks. Like they both kind of just fit into decks. Okay, I think it's just potentially whatever Eldrazi. I'm now believing that's the case. Okay, yep. It is just Rug Eldrazi, I guess. And we have them in the hammer squeeze because like we go end step, make a construct. And then if they don't do anything, then they're kind of in trouble. Ortler Virtuoso, sure. Yep. It's not looking great for the opponent here. So they can make a bug. Or make a little Thopter. But okay, so question is, are we making a construct? So we can go get a hammer, put it on the construct, grab a Shadow Spear, and then play Shadow Spear. So how big can we? So these two cast the Paladin. This mana would cast Shadow Spear. So okay, so we cannot. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna make a construct here. Well, actually, hold up. No, we just float mana, activate this, equip this, animate again, kill him. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm thinking way harder than I need to. Because we have the 8 already in play. I just had, like, chat blindness. Sure. Yeah, in case, I guess, of a needle, maybe. That'd be some, like, incredible next level thinking. Okay. Yes. Equip this because it's free. Why not? Go get a planes. Not going to show the Nadu part. Give it flying again. Attack. Guess it was free to attack with the construct as well, but whatever. All right. And a shadow spear. There we go. All right. Yep. And okay, so energy deck is what I'm seeing. Nadu's great. So yeah, it's me, Wally. Once the target has happened, so like once they have targeted your thing, the ward will not trigger if it wasn't already there. Like ward has to be there when the trigger happens. Yeah, could have been a flare denial. That's fine. Okay, so what do we want to do here? My guess is they're just gonna have like some removal spells. Surge in some number is fine. I would assume some number of consigned to memory is good because it counters Ulamog and the trigger. As probably just like you can also counter the energy ETB. Yeah, I'm bringing in all those. So good. I think we can. I don't think we need a lot of like the Ornithopter stuff. And then I think we can like maybe trim gift. I don't think they're a Primal Prayers deck. They showed us Ulamog, so I'd be pretty surprised if they do bring in like if they do show us Primal Prayers. Then yeah, by all means. I like one surge as a treat. Seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine. No, so the mana base is basically the same. Like it's a little more painful, but I think it's basically the same. I cut one basic plains for one temple garden. That's the only change. It still gives you 10 green sources and 11 blue sources. Ooh, Aetherworks Marvel. That's a good call. It feels like a deck that it's a lot of lands. We'll do it. We'll try it out. Saga, really, really good, obviously. All right. And I'll just lead with the Sentinel here. Yep. All right, Stern Scolding. Oh, tune. Okay. Tune the narrative. Draw 2, get some energy. Yeah, Aetherworks Marvel, excellent call. New format. It's harder to call what people are playing. We get a card. Okay, what the hell? All right, so you get an energy, and you can add mana. Sweet. All right, we get a free card. I like cards. All right, that's a good card. Deck, please. I think it's just like Saga, aid, attack for 1. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, givers are a really, really nice combo with Nadu. They're just like good protection pieces, and they also trigger the Nadu. Like, it's really good. All right. Don't Blood Moon me. Okay, that one's fine. All right, I need spells here. Spells would be awesome. That's kind of. I should have been more specific. All right, let's just do this. Pass the turn. Yeah, exactly. It's like you can. We're going to be able to cast all our spells for sure. Galvanic Discharge, paying the 1, I'm guessing. No, okay. Not paying the 1. Sure, yeah. They're probably just getting the energy here, would be my guess. Okay, no, they didn't want to kill. That's fair. You're giving up exactly 1 energy to kill the Sentinel. Yep. Good call, chat. Oh, we can also just bring in Needle here. Can bring in Needle and potentially Vexing Bauble. Especially since we cut all of our Ornithopters. Yeah. They could also just, like, not hit a good card, because that sometimes is what happens. We'll see. Okay, so either they're getting a screenshot for Twitter, or they bricked. Because I can't imagine there are too many, like, choices, especially if you hit, like, an Ulamog or something like that. Sure. You got it. Yeah, all right. So they get another go. Yep, all right. They're likely to hit on this one. Okay. Emrakul can't be countered either. All right, I do like... Yeah, I don't think we need the Surge.
Travis Brown can never die.
What's up, D&D Junkie? Okay. Sun Cleanser, Jesus. Vexing Bottle, not bad, but I don't think we need it either. Like, Nadu is a really good way to just beat either of those cards. We could cut the coat. That's probably fine. For the Needle, yeah, I don't mind that. Needle, obviously, naming Aetherworks Marvel. It is tempting to cut the Givers for a couple Surges as well. Yeah, I don't hate it. Because protecting the Needle seems pretty good. Obviously a little lower on creatures than I'd probably like to be, but I think it's fine. Right. I will be on the play. Love being on the play. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is multiple. Like, we have 2 hammers here and a paladin. Yeah, I mean, we're keeping. And we probably potentially get a Needle off the Saga before they can Marvel us. So we can just pass here. Yeah, Ugin's Lab letting you put your Eldrazi Titans to use when you draw them in the Marvel deck is pretty nice. Okay, that's a fun one. So we just go like Saga, Stoneforge. Yeah, pretty easy. And I'm just going to get a hammer here. If we had Nadu in hand, it'd be a different story, but we don't, so it's not. Yeah, new formats, you always see a bunch of really cool shit, quite frankly. All right. Stoneforge down. They get 1 energy. So, yeah. All right. You got it. Okay. Pretty spooky. Okay, so this is tough. So we can... It's very tempting to just go like Strand, Paladin, just Strand, Paladin, Hammer. Because we have another Paladin. It's probably right. Yeah. We probably shock here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Yep, that's 4. Don't like that. So now they get to... Oh, no, I guess they're short, right? Because... Oh, no, now if they use colorless... Oh. Consign, where are you at?
Travis Brown can never die.
They did something. They cast Karn. So they are not dead anymore. But we do have a lot of tools we can get. We're almost certainly just going to make a construct here. And then it's a question of like, what else is happening? A Cigar to Zaid off the top almost kills them. EE, sure. Not actually that worried about EE, which is nice. Okay, so we can make a construct. Make a construct. Probably grab Needle, name Karn the Great Creator? No. Probably name EE. We can also, like, float mana, play another Paladin, still grab Needle, name EE. Attack the Karn down to 1 and draw 4 cards. That seems pretty good. Yeah, we can't quite kill the Karn though, which is a problem. Yeah, just Needle. Name. Engineered Explosives. I think. So if they go like EE on 2, they can pop it and yeah, we'll name that.
Travis Brown can never die.
Do this. Play this out. Draw 2. Okay, and I think I do just play the hammer out as well. Yeah, because we have another hammer, it means we can... Okay, that's not a bad one if we get to untap. Yeah, so put the Karn down to 1, which is really relevant. Now, even if they Emrakul, we're not technically dead. Sup, Ionos? Birds are great. We've played some weird ones, which is to be expected. Ooh, exciting. Exciting. Okay. That's a lot of energy. There we go. Thank you. So I think we just like go aid, send both at Karn, keep the... Do we even care about keeping it alive? I don't think so. I think we just like Interesting. So we can go just attack both at Karn. Trades one of the paladins. Don't think we care. I still think we want to deploy the aid regardless. Yeah. I guess keeping the paladin alive means that we also get to like hold up the surge and draw 2 more cards. Yeah, that's probably correct. Get this Karn dead. Yeah, we're one short of killing that way. All right, target that one. There we go. We found a mana, which is nice. Okay, so we get to keep the thing around and we kill the Karn. Honestly, a great turn. So now I'm just going to equip a bunch of shit real quick because there's no reason not to. I think I'm just going to get a basic here. And now we could like go get Paradise Mantle, play Paradise Mantle on the Stone Forge, draw 2 more cards, and then they can also tap for mana. But like, I think that's just a bit too greedy. Like, I don't think we need to do that. I think we can just play out Sentinel, put a bunch of stuff on it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think Esper Sentinel, move the hammer to the Esper Sentinel, hold up Surge is like absolutely correct. All right. And yeah. All right. Your move. Sweet. All right. Yeah. So could 4-1. All right. So for those
Travis
of you,
Brown can never die.
Perfect. Thank you for the follow up. Let's take a look at the deck real quick before we jump into the last match. So yeah, we got a lot of interaction in the sideboard. Consigned to Memory has been, I think, really impressive this league.
Travis Brown can never die.
We haven't played against many fair decks, and I think that's where Nadu like really just beats the tar out of people because it can just kill them immediately when it comes down by filtering through basically your entire deck. But its ability to come down, draw 8 cards means that it completely undid all of the work that our opponents did up until that point in the game, and I think that's a really powerful effect. But yeah, we are currently 3-1 in the league. Lost to Mill. I don't know. Here we are. Yeah, so let's see if we can finish strong with the first league. Even though like half the time I was like, I don't know what these cards do. Chat's like, why aren't you playing Consigned Memory against Belcher? It's like, well, not a lot of triggered abilities. It's like, oh, but it counters colorless spells. We did get to double replicate a Consigned Memory to counter 2 crab triggers and a hideaway trigger off of the whatever the hideaway mill land is. So sweet. Toucan Slam is great. If we play against more fair decks, it'll show up more, I think. But okay, we're on the draw. We got a lot of really good draws, and we have Saga. I'm keeping this hand. Let's go. Oh god. Okay. The bad news is we're almost certainly losing this game. The good news is that we are much better prepared for this matchup post board. So I think here. So keep in mind we can just go like Urza's Saga on turn 1, play like Boots or whatever, because that guarantees us the ability to go turn 3 Nadu and have Shuko. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. And we're against Amulet, so I'm assuming we won't have much time. All right. I'm assuming there's a bounce land, but we'll see. Yeah. Kyle, super cool dude. I think he's based out of Michigan. Very good Amulet Titan player. Gonna likely kick the shit out of me, but we'll see. I think this is our worst matchup, but we'll see what our sideboard cards grant us. Yep. All right. Map, sure. Are we also besaging the Saga? That's fine. The gift. I'll just get a Hallowed Fountain tapped here. All right. So I think we just go like Temple Garden, Steel Shaper's Gift, Shuko, and go from there. That seems right. And we're doing this because if we find like an Urza Saga or something next turn, we're definitely going to want to play that. Is Mandibular Cart the one drop like flying living weapon equipment? If so, not about it. I think that card's like very mopey. All right. That's one of the reasons I am excited to bring in 4 Consigned to Memory. Okay, that's 2 cards. Let's go. All right. Let's draw. Let's get some cards. All right, deal. It's not great. Let's do this. That's another, because you can animate it and then activate 2 more times. Okay, sweet. So now I think I do double fetch. Yeah, I'm about it. Let's see. So if we grab the Hollowed Fountain, I don't think there's a difference in our life total between 15 and 13. So I will just shock here. I think we've done it again, but we got to send a message. And so I got that there because now if we hit like a drum, we can play a Nadu and refresh all the triggers, which is really nice. Let's get 2 more cards. Okay, that's more dudes. Okay. Yeah, I'll fetch again. Whatever. Get a planes. Cool ring though. Yeah, no, the ring has drawn 1 whole card. Okay. Okay, that's 2 more cards. Let's go. Let's go. Combo. Okay. Okay. It's kind of sick. All right, so we can go aid, drum. The cool part about this is because it'll give our equipment flash, we can trigger Nadu on their turn. Yeah, I know. Like, so if we had hit an Urza Saga for one of those like last 3 or 4 draw steps, we would have been able to play another Nadu and probably not like kill them because they have ring protection, but build just an obscenely overwhelming board position. Yeah, I think it's correct to just play out the drum here to give us additional mana. And then might as well just put this here. And I feel obligated to acknowledge that Bird is a really dumb Magic card. All right. I think it's... I mean, we could totally die from 12 here. But we'll see. There you go. I'm glad. Yeah, what the fuck, WotC, is the correct... the correct response here. Like, what? Yeah. So they have no mana floating, so at least we get another card out of this. Okay. Okay. And it's almost certainly just Shadow Spear here. Oop. Trigger. Maybe it's like an Urza Saga. All right, Stoneforge is a rad one. Yeah, I'll put it there. Don't hurt me again. Exactly. It's fine. It can totally only trigger twice. Okay. So let's start with the easy part. Wish I had Thassa's Oracle. I don't think it's correct to play Thassa's Oracle, but here it would be really funny because they would definitely be dead. Okay, Paladin's a good one. Let's see. Yeah, might as well move that there. And because they have ring protection, I think we're not gonna like go off as hard. I mean, we're still gonna go off like pretty absurdly hard here. That's probably incorrect, but whatever. Yeah, and so here we're gonna get Paradise Mantle. And I'm going to decline the draws with the Paladin. Boots here. I don't think there's a reason not to deploy all of our garbage. This is so sick. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'll deploy out all the Ornithopters. This is mostly great because it means that he has to kill me with like Valakut damage, right?
Travis Brown can never die.
So pretty sure float mana. I don't know. I don't know which ones have been targeted. Sick. Okay, it's like I didn't want to draw more cards. Guess we can put this on something else, but let's put it on the Paladin for the ward one. Play out a Paladin. Is there a reason to play out more hammers is the question, right? Probably. At least one more. Yeah, put it there. Oh yeah, absolutely. We are almost certainly going to attack with at least one creature to send a message. But it is asking if there's a Thoracle, because they would be incredibly dead if there was. And then do we want to... I mean, I'll equip this over here. And I want to play around... Yeah. I think it's probably correct to just do this. Just like also make the other paladin huge. But maybe not. Yeah, whatever. Not drawing any cards. Nope. Nope. Yes, I will use the aid trigger, however. And so here, I think it's correct to deploy... I don't know if it's correct to deploy the Sentinel. I don't think so. Yeah, and I'm actually... Yeah, I'll attack. Yeah, stupid ring. All right. My bones has been called in chat. Love it. I don't think we want to play anything else. We do want to, however, move this over here, I believe. Yeah, this seems fine. And, all right, your go. Discard that, discard that. Now, if we can dodge him chaining another ring, I think we're in good shape. But we'll see, because this is some more shit. I say after I'm down to 19 cards in deck after turn 5. All right. I bet I get to draw some cards. Okay, we all 4 Nadus. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we're super dead here, I think. But Nadu did give us a chance. Yeah, because now he can cast Titan. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not. Yeah. Obviously, there is a Titan coming. Let's see. So if there hadn't been a second One Ring, obviously we win. But them's the beats. Yeah, opponent does need Dryad. I'm just gonna yield to all these amulet triggers for sure. If I had Surge, I probably would be alive, but there are none in the main deck, so I didn't bother drawing for them. Otherwise, I probably would have kept going until I found 1 or 2 Surges. Yeah, I find it incredibly unbelievable that we don't die from here, just from Dryad. Well, he's a little low on lands. I don't know. Might be close. Because he does have to pick 2 of them up. I don't know. I can't imagine. Ooh, okay, that's I hate it here. So they just get to cast the ring every turn. All right. Can't beat protection every turn forever. All right. So Consign to Memory, absolutely coming in. Strict Serenade probably also coming in. Cryptic Coat, I don't think that's what this is about. Esper Sentinel is definitely not what it's about. So maybe there is a consideration to play 1 Thoracle in the sideboard for matches like this. I could see that. I don't know how many Surges we actually need. Obviously, so I don't think Boots is where we want to be. I think some number of Surges correct. I think we can trim a Giver too. This seems fine to me. Yeah, sure. Consign obviously just very, very good because it counters Amulet triggers, it counters Titan triggers, it counters the ring. Yeah, yeah, one Thoracle because y'all have seen it's pretty simple to just go through our entire deck. So having access to that could be really big. How sick would it be if someone milled us to almost no cards and then we Thoracle to kill them just naturally? Except if they're blocking with no, Giver kind of sucks in the match. This hand impressively bad. This hand also very bad because we don't have an equipper. Okay, yeah, I guess we are gonna bottom Nadu. Because I can't cast it. And I think we're bottoming Paladin as well. Yeah, turn 1 Aid Thopter, turn 2 Stoneforge. Yeah, unfortunately. That's what I'm saying. I think Nadu is just, it fits very well into Hammer because we already have so many ways to just turn the card on. Okay, it's terrifying. That's not a bad one. I'm just gonna get a Hammer. I'm gonna keep it real simple. All right. Oh boy. Okay. It's terrifying. What do your turn, Beseiju? Yep, that checks out. Okay, so we know Beseiju is in hand. I think that's the only card we know. All right. It's not a bad follow-up. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with everything. And I think killing the Aftermath Analyst is correct here. Because also, like, I don't really like the idea of putting a hammer on an Ornithopter when we know about Boseiju. So, I'm comfortable with this plan. Yep. Y'all having fun? Once again, like, I'd be pretty comfortable if we hadn't, like, mulled the 5 and didn't have Consign or Consign mana. Like, that's just kind of what happens when you play against Amulets. Sometimes they just beat the crap out of you. All right, what we got? No Boseiju in hand anymore. I promise I won't block. It's not a bad one. I'll attack for 0 to send a message and pass the turn. We technically can still win. I just, like, don't like our odds. Yeah, the card absolutely should be banned. Like, and it's not remotely close. So if you're concerned about investing in it because you think it might be banned, I think your concern is very warranted. Like, it just is. The card's not that expensive in paper, but, like, I understand not wanting to light, like, you know, $60 on fire. Oh, are they 30 each? Sick. I'm glad I picked up so many. By, like, so many, I mean, like, 12. Perfect. We can't cast that. Let's go. Okay, so fetch land would be fantastic. Mostly I just want to fetch land. I would take a Stoneforge because that would get us a Paradise Mantle, which we could put on an Ornithopter. I'm surprised people weren't picking up Nadus when they were cheaper because the card was, like, so obscenely busted. Yeah, and we're just gonna lose because we couldn't quite pull it together. All good. Kyle can't kill me from here. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Yep, you got it. Shifting Woodlands can not turn into a ring this turn. Yeah, do we care about that? I don't think so. Yep. Map away. So rude. Defense grid. Okay, interesting. Okay, I don't hate it. I wonder if we were supposed to have killed the Grazer forever ago. I don't think so, because he would have just been able to reanimate a bunch of lands. So seems unlikely to be correct. So yeah, we just interesting. I assume we just attack with Stoneforge Mystic here. Then untap, he takes 2. I do like getting at least one of these off the board. It seems pretty important. Okay, so we got the Grazer off the board, which is pretty nice. And now we will be able to both Consign and Surge. Okay, I like killing both of these. No, I thought your friend's gonna stick around. Oh, like, fucking bless. I would much rather kill this thing. That probably just means he has another Dryad, but still. Yeah. Definitely care more about killing that one. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to do anything else. I think we're just gonna pass the turn. Take 2. Yeah, draw 3 cards. Like a jerk. Rule turf. Yep. Mm-hmm. Where am I type? Dryad. Gross. Yeah, shocking. Yeah, whatever. Might as well search here. Keep my blocker alive. Yeah, exactly. It's like he was trying to figure out the best way to block, assuming I potentially had Shadow Spear as well. Okay, so we're not getting Valakut killed this turn, which is pretty rad. And we can counter a ring that comes down. No shot we get there. Like, I refuse to have hope in that, but we'll play like we've got a shot, because that's what we have to do. It is sweet that we can counter a Titan trigger. Could be a huge deal here. Okay. And yeah, I'm absolutely countering the Titan trigger. Like, easiest decision of my life. And I will just cast with Replicate and do it twice. So let the trigger resolve. Same targets. All right. Okay, that might stop him from doing anything else. All right. We're 1 shy, 2 shy, I guess. Okay. So yeah, we attack with Stoneforge and then animate. I can't imagine I'm winning. Yeah, I needed Needed another hammer. Another hammer would probably do it, assuming he doesn't have Beseiju, but we can't beat that, so I'm not gonna pretend like I can. Yeah, so just attack with Stoneforge. All right. Okay. So there's a Beseiju. that's what you're telling me. I guess the aftermath analyst kills me anyway, right? Because, well, if the Dryad is in play and they have aftermath analyst, then yeah, it's another Valakut and a Simic Growth Chamber, which should be more than enough. But pretty happy with how we played, and that's all you can really do. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. So which one are we trying to kill? We can kill 2 of them. I feel like there's no shot we let Titan live. I think we're supposed to, like, kill Titan and Aftermath Analyst. Yeah, I think we are. Weird. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll kill both of them. Yep. All right, so now we probably play Paladin, Animate, Equip. We lose our Stoneforge, but who cares? Oh. This is really interesting. Your move. All right, what you got? All right, take 3, go to 13. Yep. Draw 4 cards. This is reasonable. Yeah, maybe he just drew all lands and he'll brick a bunch. Certainly. It is technically possible. So he's copying Amulet. All right. And I kind of like the idea of playing 1 Thoracle in the sideboard. I'm going to do it next league. T-West, go get Summoner's Pact for a Titan. Oh, 6. And then, well, yeah, you can cast the ring again. Okay. Oh, Dryad. Oh, I guess you can just do both. All right, cool. GG's. All right, so good to know. Like, fun things we learned are that maybe we do just want, like, a Thoracle in the sideboard. I liked the Nadus a lot. I think they were very powerful. Mana base felt more or less fine. Obviously, there's going to be a little tension when you're trying to cast Nadu in your Pure Steel Paladin artifact deck. I don't think we need all the surges, though. Maybe we don't. I like some number of Spell Pierce. I think we can cut, like, 1 surge for 1 Thassa's Oracle. How much is Thassa's Oracle? Can I just buy one? I guess we probably cut the Strix Serenade instead. That's probably correct. Thoracle's 50 cents. That's fine. Put the Oracle there. Put the Strix there. And I think I'm down with this. Playing against Amulets a lot more miserable. Lotus typically is just like it's fewer. I think they search less. It just feels less bad. Lotus also doesn't usually go from like 1 mana to surprise. Here's a Titan and you're dead in the same turn. You usually have a little bit more lubrication. Like mentally, you're aware it's gonna happen. Yeah, whatever. Let's do this. Also, all right, we are on the choo-choo, motherfucker. This is interesting. We have Aid, Saga, so I'm gonna keep this hand. All right. And if we get scammed, then we are in Urza's Saga hand, and I'm not super sad about it. Yeah, all right, cool. That's looking like exactly what's going to happen. They probably take Aid and Shuko. That'd be my guess. Losing the Shuko, kind of obnoxious, because we don't have Forge Anew. Yeah, exactly. It's much easier to hate Lotus than it is to hate Titan static. Yeah, what you want? All right, Aid. That was the easy part. I would be surprised if they did not take the Shuko. I'll put it that way. Could take the Giver, I guess.
Travis Brown can never die.
What's up, Mashi? Thank you for the follow. I will probably just deploy everything I can next turn, depending on exactly what I draw. Yep, Shuko. Makes sense because they cannot beat a Nadu. Okay. Let's play the Giver.
Travis Brown can never die.
And let's go ahead and turn off their discard spells. Just going to play Saga next turn. As we go, yeah, Saga, and then just try to grind them out. Yeah. We do not speak Spanish. I don't have anything against it. I just can't speak it. Sure. Okay. Opponent has a huge clock on us, which is not great. That's really nice, though. So yeah, I think I'm just going to... We're just playing the Paladin out. I'm certainly doing this. I think I am playing the Paladin out because next turn I want to make a construct regardless, and I still don't want them to be able to discard anything. I do need y'all to communicate in English in here because I do have to moderate the chat. So if you can't speak, or if you can't type in English, unfortunately, I do have to mute you. I don't want Twitch banning me for things I can't read. All right, opponent, what you got for me? You're good. You're good. Just giving you a heads up. All right, so I don't think they have a removal spell, or I think it would have already been pointed at the Pure Steel Paladin, but who knows? We're tanking. I'm more surprised. Okay, I'm surprised by that one for sure. Okay, so they have one card left in hand. That's good news for us. Okay, so we can... Yeah, I mean, we're just playing the Ink Moth here for sure. Play the Ink Moth, make a construct. Pretty straightforward line. No reason to attack here. All right. And we do get to make a construct, untap, make a construct, probably. We might have to grab Shadow Spear and equip, and then we get to hold up Giver to protect. That might be better. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll take 3. I can't block shadow creatures. They have 2 bolts. All right. Fable's fine. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, interesting. So if we float mana, we go get Shadow Spear, equip it, and then we can also play Stoneforge and hold up protection and attack for a chunk of damage. But then we take at least, so 1, 2, 3. Nah, it can't be right. It's really interesting. Yeah, I think we have to do that. So if we float mana, go get a Shadow Spear. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, because we would tap that, and then we can play Stoneforge. We have a 4/4. We go to 10, and then they have 3, 7, 8, 9 on the backswing, but we can block some of it with the Stoneforge. So yeah, we're just gonna float mana. Unless if we get a drum, what's that look like? So we get a drum, play the Stoneforge, play the land. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we grab drum here, play Stoneforge, tapping the plains and using the floating mana. Then we tap the Stoneforge and the drum to play the Shadow Spear. Am I losing my mind? Play the Shadow Spear and then play plains and equip. I'm really bad at mental math. It's been a long day. Okay, so we grab drum, play Stoneforge off of plains and the floating mana. We then have Ink Moth, drum, and plains. Yeah, so we can play and equip Shadow Spear. Okay. Yeah. Makes the construct a little bit bigger. We still get to hold up the Giver. 1 life point make a huge difference here. Obviously, we don't have the Stoneforge to block, but I think that's okay. Yeah, attack for 5, go to 11. And they can't really block. Like, they can if they want to. I'm fine with that. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just assuming they don't have bolt. I mean, they could now, but I wouldn't like it. They discarded Fable and Bloodstained Mire. Whoa, let's go. Like when they don't even make me do it. All right, these surges get in there. And maybe Needle. I don't think so. If I knew that I had Hidetsugu consumes all, I'd bring in these consigned to memories. I think like some number of Spell Pierce is correct. Maybe both. Ornithopter, really bad card. It's a really bad card in this matchup. Maybe we don't bring in Spell Pierce because we don't have enough cards to cut. That's probably correct. Exactly. Impossible to beat a 5/5. It's too good. Yeah. We could probably cut the gift for like 1 Spell Pierce. It seems rad. Also, the opponent had to take a freaking Shuko. So I feel like morally, we certainly won that match. Not just literally. All right, we're on the draw again. Let's go. Obviously, Nadu's not terribly castable with this hand, but I don't care. That's fine. Yeah. We have 2 Shukos in this hand. They mulligan to 6, even better. Let's go. Yep. Are we getting scammed again? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, sure. You got it. Probably Stoneforge here. That'd be my guess. Mostly since they can't take Urza Saga and there are 2 Nadus. Maybe they take 1 Nadu and then they thought sees the other one as well. Seems fine to me. Okay, Stoneforge, that makes a lot of sense to me. I think I'm just gonna not respect Blood Moon. I think I'm okay with that. If they Bowmaster, whatever. So be it. Okay, 2nd Blackleaf Cliffs, let's go. It's pretty good mana. Are we pushing and paying the tax? I'm cool with that. Alright. But remember, we should play Mishra's Popple instead of Vesper Sentinel. Alright. That's really nice. Ooh, that's really nice. I think I'm still just playing Saga and Hammer here, even though I like really want to make the constructs and that, but I think this has got to be correct. Obviously, bad if they exactly Blood Moon us, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay accepting that. Yep. It's going to be a Fable. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. What a jerk. We're dead. And so that was the argument to playing Windswept Heath, so we could potentially fetch for a basic Plains. But we'll see. We're not technically dead. We're just like pretty dead. Okay, they're not doing anything either, though. Huge fan of that. All right, let's go. And note that I will absolutely be bringing in these Spell Pierces now that we know that they have multiple Blood Moons. And I'll just like trim 2 cards at random probably. Yeah, so Drum. Actually, we just like need to draw an actual basic here. Trying to think anything else we could do. Yeah, I'm getting to the point of we'll concede here if we brick 2 more times. Okay. No, I don't think there's a reason to do that. All right. I'll give myself 1 more draw step here. Grief. All right. It doesn't really matter actually. Like who cares? It's not like we're it's not like they don't know we will have Colossus Hammers and Nadus in for game 3. There. Okay. So I will in fact bring in the other Spell Pierce. And I will cut. I don't want to cut any of the cards. It's either a Surge, a Boots, or a Giver. I don't think it's Coat either. Coat could be very good. I don't really like cutting. Yes, Saga is historically very bad against Blood Moon, correct? Let's get a. I don't want to cut a Giver either. I don't want to cut any of these cards. I don't want to cut a Paradise Mantle either because it means that. I don't want to cut an Nadu. Do we have to? It's not Stoneforge or Paladin. What if it is like 1 Nadu? I think I'd rather just. Sure. 1 Sentinel. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. And I'm just going to play out the Paradise Mantle here. I think I will Shock. Yeah. Because now if they like Grief Scam, they get... I guess we draw a card, so if we draw a spell, then they get to take that, but that's fine. Alright, opponent, what you got for me? They're really good at having all these Blackleaf Cliffs. Do I get a free card? That'd be sweet. I would appreciate it. Are you going to Thoughtseize me? Okay, cool. So they're going to grief scam us. If we draw a land off of the Sentinel trigger, or a spell off the Sentinel trigger, then they will get to take both cards. All right. Boo. Does trade down on resources pretty well for us. One time I wish I had hit like land 5 there. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna Urza Saga equip to the Sentinel here. I wonder if we're supposed to attack. Probably we're not blocking unless they like exactly dash Ragavan, but whatever. I think it's also likely they potentially cut some Ragavans on the draw, if not all of them. So we have one mystery card, and it is Flooded Strand. Wish we had drawn the Flooded Strand and the Stoneforge Mystic in the opposite order. That would have been incredibly cool. Would also not mind like a Spell Pierce. That'd be sick. Okay. Fetching Marsh Flats. It's looking like a Blood Moon. Okay, so they have Bowmaster too. Yep. All right. Kind of hate it here. So late to the party. These draws have been in the exactly perfect wrong order. We played this out because if they do Blood Moon us, I want to be able to fetch for a second white source. And if they don't Blood Moon us, I'm very happy either way. I know, right? It's like Regis is like, if the Stoneforge and the land had been flipped, we're in incredible shape. If the Surge and that land are flipped, we're in incredible shape. All right, so we take 6 here. Oh, just take 4. All right. Are they scared of the Cookie Monster? Maybe. Okay. That's not a Blood Moon. All right. Love that. Okay. I still will fetch just a basic here. Ooh. I think I'm still just going to make a construct. Yeah, so we make a construct, play planes, probably grab Shadow Spear still. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. And I'm not sadly going to equip the Surge, or not going to equip the Paradise Mantle because I don't want to have to tap my construct to block. Yeah, opponent. Why you gotta be like that? 2/2 construct, OP. Okay. Yeah, so obviously like hammer, any powerful equipment off the top would be great. I think Nadu would actually be pretty good because we could go like Paladin, put Mantle on the construct, and then we can like freely, Surge. And then we could freely move the Mantle around because of the Paladin. Okay. Opponent, would you like to block or like to attack? Oh, sweet. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun streaming. George is a great dude. Okay. Opponent, all the fear. Plays Bloodstained Mire. That's a card. I think we care too much about the equip. And especially since I don't really want to draw an extra card. Yeah. Yep. Sure. So the question is, do we attack with anything else? I think we just attack with the 16. Yeah. Okay. I do like gaining 1 billion life. Huge fan of that. Hell yeah. Like, just tell your local hammer guy if he's going to do this, make sure he keeps his summoning sick creatures and his not summoning sick creatures separate on the turns he's going off, and turns the cards upside down when he's met the triggers for both. Because you will absolutely forget. Wait, oh, this is just happening? Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. To be totally honest. I think I'm gonna just move this over here. I wouldn't be surprised if they had like Flare of Malice, which makes us sack. Yeah, exactly. Pass priority, which makes us sack our most expensive creature. So not huge on the Paladin. And I think it's correct to sandbag the Flooded Strand here. All right. Okay, opponent. I didn't expect them to have nothing. Surveil away. I do like that all their fetch lands are turned off too. It's pretty nice. Note that we're doing better in the games where we got grief scammed. Just we're gonna throw that out there. All right. Okay, that's fine. I was like, don't meltdown me. Meltdown would be, yeah, a beating. That's fine. Exactly. Meltdown gamer, exactly. Jesus. All right. The good news is we got some time. Like another Paladin off the top. Saga would be huge. I would take a Nadu even. Just like a Nadu. Equip Mantle for 1 mana. Trigger. I was like, are you not attacking? You have to attack. All right. I'll take 6, go to 19. Okay. Ask and you shall receive, right? Combo. That's like worst hit. All right, whatever. No, this is a lethal flying attacker. That if they kill it, we will also draw a card. Or like potentially hit an Urza Saga off the top. Paradise Mantle, let's go. Bird. We won both games, we got grief scammed. And we lost the game where they Armageddoned us. Which, to be fair, Armageddon you is a more powerful it's a more powerful effect than grief scam, in my opinion. I guess Armageddon you for the rest of the game, not just Armageddon you for now. Oh, what a delight. A bird. A bird. How silly. I honestly agree. Like, who cares? I have 4 Nadu. If you do exclamation point deck list, you'll see the deck. The only change I made for the second league was we cut the 1 Strict Serenade for 1 Thassa's Oracle out in the sideboard. Because it's funny. We will not keep this hand where we have 0 lands. This hand I will keep. And if we draw any colored sources, real good. I think we bottom the Shadow Spear. I'm down to bottom the Hammer, I think. And you know what? I'll fetch Shock. Shuko. Exactly. We're burdened. Oh, nothing? Deal. All right, sure. It is a question of, are we playing the Shadow Spear? Obviously, we can wait, right? Because it has flash, but I think because we already have the Shuko, we don't need to Shadow Spear since our constructs are already protected from a Bowmaster. Psychic Frog, sick. I like that art. Yeah, I think it's fine. We'll just hit a land here. Or we'll hit a 3-drop, you know, one of those. Whatever. That's rough. Okay. A land there and we probably just win the game. Another one? Satoru. Okay, are we getting like griefed here? Maybe. All right, yeah. And the land would have been so good. I will also take like any, like an Ornithopter off the top. Oh, combo. And draw 2. So hot. All right. A 0 or land, like specifically a fetch land or the Temple Garden. I'll take those. Yeah, I'll. Well, I think we need this card in play. All right. Do you have the Undying effect as well? I would presume if they do, they are taking both Nadus. There we go. Okay. Deck. Jesus. All right, so float mana. That's rough. Float mana. Probably just get an Ornithopter. And then equip. Equip. Couldn't find a land or anything in the top. 4 draws. Them's the beats. All right. I think we're pretty dead here. This is a brew that Spike was playing the other day. I think he was. I don't know if he was playing Psychic Frog. He's playing every other piece though. Yeah, I think like if we had hit a land there that would let us cast Nadu, I think the game was close to over. All right. Yeah. Can't block there because Menace. This thing will kill my Ornithopter. I think we just need to gain some life here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can't. We can't just take this hit, even though this dying means they get a free card, which I don't like. Worst possible draw steps for 1,000 is exactly what we took there. Okay. Yep. Where's my Bowmaster? We should just splash black. I don't know why I'm still playing, because this game's super over. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so I like all the surges. Those seem pretty good. Don't think we want Needle. Don't think we want Bobble. I think just like these. That's fine. And yeah, I think Ornithopter is probably the worst card, even though Esper Sentinel's like seems medium. Yeah, I think we just want the higher quality cards. Could I like one gift as a treat. Seems fine. It is of course awkward. Surge doesn't stop things like Flare of Malice, but I think that's okay. Because it does stop, it stops all their damage to our creatures, and it also stops like Bowmaster Trigger and a bunch of other pieces. So I like it. And of course, like the Grief Scam piece. I like the boots because I think the Construct plan by itself is pretty good here. Could have a couple Spell Pierce. It's like this. It's perfect. All right. I would love to draw first. All right, go first. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep this hand. Yeah. Here's a Sagardizade. It's a turn 3 kill. Surely they won't have interaction. All right. I think we probably play out the other Sagardizade here. Probably, yeah. I don't see a reason not to. You got it. Okay. I'm going to go for the kill. And if they have the interaction... Okay, well, it makes it a lot simpler. If they want to discard 3 cards to pump this, to then exile those cards to give it flying so it can die, I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Do a Force of Negation? Oh, sure. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Sacking the Psychic Frog, pretty happy with that one. Supplier, you got it. If people do start playing a lot of these decks, I will just play Sanctifier and Vec and giggle. Even though, like, obviously Flare does take care of Sanctifier, which is annoying. Okay, yeah, this is just the Aspiring Spike deck. Yep. Sure. That's funny. Yeah, just do that. Play out Paladin. I will decline to block. I will take 3 damage. Note that aid triggers do trigger Nadu, so that's the other reason I played out the other Sagardizade, because if we do like play Nadu and then we can deploy an equipment, it immediately gets us that additional trigger. Yeah, hopefully we just draw Surge, and then it's really, really easy mode. These come back tapped. I think this, yeah, so this one enters untapped, but other Undying creatures do not enter tapped. Okay. Yep. Please cast a Grief with all of your mana. Sick. I'll draw a card. Perfect. Yes. And so, opponent is dead. Unless they have another piece of interaction somehow. I guess if they have another flare, that technically works. But yep, sweet. All right, game 3. I still don't think we want Pithing Needle. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Consigned countering like Undying triggers is pretty funny, but I don't think that's where we want to be. Ornithopter protects Ink Moth kills through a Flare of Malice, but I don't think that's what we care that much about either. Maybe Esper Sentinel's not great, because they are mostly a creature deck. I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, alright. Keep the Ornithopters, let us deploy our hand a little bit quicker, and we're on the draw. I think it's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand and just try to Urza Saga them to death. And of course, Cryptic Coat's pretty good. So we just go tapped Hollow Fountain probably. Could also just like Windswept Heath here. I think we want the blue. Well, I mean, we don't actually have many blue tricks, so probably just Windswept Heath. We could deploy the Ornithopter. I don't hate it. And pass the turn. Probably go get Temple Garden into turn. And then start the Saga Choo Choo. Can't Shadow a Doubt me, so that's good. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Would not be surprising to me if they were a dress down deck, but I think that's fine. I am curious if we're supposed to Surge here. I don't think so. I think Surge will have a better spot at some point. Obviously, Surge stops the token creation, which is relevant since the tower cares about them having just raw resources. Yeah, we just probably play a Plains next turn. I think I'm down to block. If they want to use a Bowmaster to try and take out a Thopter, I think I'm pretty happy with that exchange. The deck did hear I wanted lands, but I appreciate that it also like served up Urza's Sagas. It was really nice. Very considerate of it. Move this there because I don't want to play Urza's Saga this turn. I believe in you. There we go. Sacking the actual creature. Okay. Satoru, all right. And now Grief Me. Okay. Yep, it's legendary. Chthonian Nightmare. All right, sure. Yeah, so this lets them like reanimate stuff. I think I probably will Surge this turn. Because I think, one, I want to keep my construct slightly bigger, but two, it denies them a creature to sack to the tower, which I think is pretty relevant. Okay, it does say non-token, so it's fine. I wonder if we're just supposed to Coat here. Coat seems pretty hard for them to actually kill. Interesting. Yeah, I don't hate that. Interesting. Note that if they do have Flare Mouse, we can just sack the Ornithopter too, which is pretty nice. That's a good one. That's a good hit. That's a really good hit. So we can flip this over for white, which is pretty gas. Note that if the creature is flipped up, then it loses the ward too. But if the coat is equipped to it, it still has +1/+0 and unblockable. So that's pretty good. Z Gamers, we went 3-2 in the first league, and we are 2-0. What? Oh, why is that not there? Weird. Just a second. The match tracker and my apologies. Messenger, sure. Messenger is in there. That's so many Phyrexian towers. Okay. So if we draw a hammer, they're certainly dead. Because we'll be able to flip the paladin over, go grab a hammer with the saga, and then play the other. Yep, sure. So sweet. That's a lot of Phyrexian towers. Yep. Yeah, just a hammer would be a delight. Keep it real simple. That is not a hammer. So the question is, so if we make a construct, go get a shadow spear. Problem is they can do a lot of damage out of nowhere. So we can make a construct. Go get a shadow spear. Can't do much with the shadow spear. If we float mana, go get a shadow spear. Equip to the coat. Attack for 4, go to 14, and then we can always like block with the Ornithopter if needed. I think that's probably correct. Man, puts us in such a worse spot to potentially win though. Like we can attack for 13. If they have like flare, that means that we get kind of blown out there as well. Let's see. So they have Chthonian Nightmare, so they can potentially rebuy Messenger twice. So they can like play Nightmare. They would need another land, but that's pretty likely. So assuming they have land, they go land, play Nightmare, sack probably Bowmasters to get back Messenger. I take 2, go to 8. They then sack Messenger to the tower. I take 2, go to 6. And then they play the Nightmare off of that mana, and they can sacrifice the Messenger, or they can sacrifice something else to get back Messenger, and I go real low. I think we just make a construct though. Make a construct. Go grab a shadow spear. I think we just keep it really, really simple. Yeah. Play out the saga as well. Oh, it does target. Okay, it's good to know. I think we are supposed to, if we attack, I don't think we're in like a racing situation yet. Probably just pass here, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think putting them to 17 does a whole lot. Yeah, so we need a, you know, a reasonable hit here. Stoneforge would be pretty good, but I think what we want ultimately is just a hammer. Yeah, because we can go like Plains, Aid, Shadow Spear onto the construct, hammer onto the construct. That's of course assuming they tap out. Because if I want to do that, I can't make the construct, and the Paladin loses Ward 2, so it's pretty easy for them to kill. Also, Flare of Malice, whatever I think that's what it's called. The Black Flare, basically, it makes you sacrifice your highest CMC creature, or mana value, whatever they're calling it. And so they can just very cleanly kill the Paladin if we do that. It's like, those are the reasons. Because I think if we can get a couple more turns of Urza's Saga, we're in reasonable shape. Yeah, so they've played, I believe they played their land. Yeah, they played Swamp, played Nightmare, rebought the Messenger with the token. Okay, so sack Messenger, get back Bowmaster. Yep, draw a bunch of cards. Okay. I think this just insulates us from Flare of Malice, which I think is the best way for them to win at this point. Unfortunately, Flare doesn't even target, which is bullshit. Thanks, EDH. Okay. Yeah, they don't actually have good attacks, which is kind of funny. Discard your card. Attack. Okay. So we definitely have to equip and attack, probably with just like the construct here. So we play Plains, equip construct. So if we played Plains, we can also equip Shadow Spear, and we can move Coat to the construct for free. That would make it a 5/6. So it'd be a 6/6. We'd go to 11. They can kill the Paladin, but I think that's okay because we can also play the Aid potentially, which I think we're definitely doing. Interesting. I guess so it'd be a 4/5. It'd be a 6/5. They can definitely kill the paladin at that point, but that means we get the aid into play, and we can block something with an Ornithopter, which seems pretty relevant. Yeah, it's probably right. This is hard. Yeah, mono black burn, powerful. Dimir burn, classic. So we play planes. We can play aid, flip paladin if we want to move. So we could like flip paladin first, move spear for free, and then potentially also move. I guess we move coat for free, and then move shadow spear, because then if they flare malice in response, we can still equip the shadow spear. Obviously the problem there is then we can't. I wonder if there's a difference. So is there a difference between going to 10 and going to 11? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. All right. So yeah. All right. Planes, aid. Equip here. They don't really have good blocks here either, which is pretty important. I guess that's the difference, because if we're at 11, this doesn't have haste. But I think it's pretty trivial for him to, or them to be able to deal 1 point of life since they have onboard messenger. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That is the difference. I wanted to draw. Like, drawing another spell would have been cool. We've drawn 1, 2. I guess we kept a pretty land heavy hand, but maybe it was 3 or 4 lands. Yep. Okay, well, we're definitely blocking stuff because we have to. Okay. We're probably just blocking here. And then if we block here, we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're dead, but we're going to do our best. So they can play Nightmare, sack this. They can sack that to play Nightmare to then bring something else back. And then, yeah, I think this is what we have to do, because we need to be able to beat Flare Malice. All right. Another Surge would have been absolutely cracked here too, because it would have kept all our shit alive. Like we could block the Bloodghast and the Messenger and keep all our stuff alive, meaning that like we're super insulated from a Flare Malice, and we get to absorb one more point of damage. This has been an interesting game. Those are my blocks. This is what I got, opponent. You got 8 cards in your hand. If you can't win, I don't know what to tell you. How many messenger triggers can we get? That's gross. That's so gross. Yeah, so now we almost certainly lose to a Flare of Malice, but them's the beats. So that's why we should have blocked the normal Bowmaster. Oh, okay, there. Well, yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I would imagine they can deal 4 damage to us pretty easily, right? Trying to think what our out here is. And I don't know that we have one. Yeah, we changed Vayseth. We took the Strix Serenade out and we put in one Thossa's Oracle in case there are games where we want the ability to just combo without having to use the combat step, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but it might be a nice tool to have, like against Amulet where they're just going to ring lock you. You still can just win the game that way. I believe in you, opponent. Okay, yep. Okay. Do you have another way to sack a creature? I would assume you do. Man, it would be the ultimate slow roll. Add a Surge of Salvation. Whoo. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yep. Draw another card. Did we find it? Did we find the Black Flare? No shot. What? No way. Like, I refuse to believe we are winning this game. Like, I no, it's not happening. Oh, okay, sure. Didn't need to do that, but all right. Because if they had just, like, if they kill my creature and I have Surge, they lose anyway, right? All right. Hopefully this one goes a little bit quicker. It's Happy Sandwich. I wonder if this hand, not great. I will go with him to 6. Oh, man. We're on the draw, too. Got 15 colored sources. I do not think this is what it's about. Yeah, this hand's better. It's not, like, great, but it's fine. So we bottom, I would assume Mantle and Coat? Yeah, Mantle and Coat seem like, because we can turn 1 drum? Yeah. Wonder if Happy is also on Hammer. Oh, I know Happy took a break from Hammer, but we shall see. Okay, well, definitely doing that one now. Okay. It's looking more and more likely, but we'll see. Oh, are we also on Bant Hammer? Oh my gosh. It's the Nadu Hammer mirror match. This is the dumbest shit. Okay. So we can kind of go off, right? So we can go Saga, Drum, Gift, play Shuko. That seems pretty good. Yeah. Oh, shit. Should have equipped there. Okay. Are we going to chain off here? We might. Okay. Ugh, what a beating. We would have gotten a free card too. So we take 2. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Obviously, pretty spooky, but blue, green. Okay. Hopefully we hit a land here. Okay, well, should have been more specific. A colored source would be better, but okay, there we go. Oh yeah. Get a plains because I care about my life total here. Could also, what if we went like if we hit Esper Sentinel? Nah, because we need to hit a white source regardless, and so the Esper Sentinel means that like, so if we play Esper Sentinel and we don't hit a white source, we can't play Stoneforge. But this gives us a little more mana efficiency, so I think it's correct to do. There we go. Sick. Combo. Okay. Just that. And we could die here, but do my best. I think Nadu makes it to the Pro Tour, like demolishes the Pro Tour and then gets banned, would be my estimation. Shadow Spear is a good start. That's not what we wanted to see. So need to dodge like 2 hammers. 1 hammer we can beat, but 2 hammers. Okay, that one's fine. Sure. All right, I will F6 here because it's his turn. And I would assume he can pretty easily kill us from here. Because he has the paladins in play, as well as the Paradise Mantle. So if he's able to find boots, if he finds the boots, I'll probably just concede. But we'll see. Like I said, very unlikely that, I mean, or you could just find a few hammers. Yeah, if he finds like 2 hammers, then okay, so that's kind of a hammer, but he's a little short on mana right now, I think. Okay, there's 2 hammers. So you can just play the hammers. Okay. The good news is no matter who wins this match, Nadu Hammer. It wins this match. Yes, exactly. Like, the land's coming in untapped. Like, every piece of this card that you don't realize it does is just like, what are we doing here? Yeah. I think I'm pretty content. Concede if he finds, and I trust he gets another hammer here. Boop. I don't want the surges. I don't think we want the needle. We used to want the needle. I don't know if we want the I think we want a couple spell pierces, maybe a couple consigns, and I think we just try to do the thing faster. For that reason, I think Esper Sentinel kind of sucks. And I think every other piece is pretty well. Maybe we bring in the Oracle because there's so little interaction. I could see it. Yeah, I'm about it. We'll try it. If it's wrong, all right. We want the gift. We don't need the giver as much now that we don't have. If that's the case, we probably don't need the coat. Yeah, I'm fine cutting the coat. I think we want the needle. I really do. Whatever. I'm not. I'll go lighter on that probably, and just keep the Sentinel because it's a cheap body. I think Spell Pierce countering like a Shuko could be really relevant, or just any. If we can tag anything, it's pretty good. Consign. I take it back. Consign tagging all the colorless artifacts is pretty important. This is hard. Sure. Whatever. We'll try it. We want the giver. I don't know. This matchup has to be a complete shit show now. I'm going to keep this hand, and I think it's just Saga Ornithopter. No, it's got to be just Windswept Heath. It might be Saga. Might just try to combo kill with Nadu, and the Saga makes sure that we can get the colored mana source quicker. Sure. I'm in. Could also go Heath, Aid, Ornithopter as well. It's like pretty good. Nah. All right. Yep. I hate it here. Oh, wow. Okay. So now we go Windswept Heath Aid, or Windswept Heath Stoneforge. Seems right. And we get the Shuka with this. And then we can go get a drum with the Saga. Yeah, seems right. Okay. The bird is super dumb. Yeah, maybe Meddling Mage. I don't know. It seems pretty rough. Yes, Nadu gives the ability to each of your creatures. All right, so here we get Drum. And I mean, we're absolutely playing this out. I guess have to play the Ink Moth. We don't have to. The Ink Moth seems like the best plan here. Yeah, he has Hammer and Shadow Spear. All right. Okay. Sick. Yeah, I'm shocking. I want all the mana I can possibly get. Okay, so we have a reset as well. That's really, really gross. Oh, but we haven't equipped the Stoneforge yet, right? Okay, so now we can play another Nadu. Reset all of them. It's probably correct. Problem is we get 2 more triggers out of animating this thing. Okay, so yeah, we Nadu here. Keep going. I'll keep the... Oh god, they're both new. Keep the new one. I think this is the new one. Do we fetch here? We probably do just fetch. Wait, whoa. Okay. Make sure I get all my triggers. That was keyboard stuff. I don't like that because now we have to win through Oracle. Which we can do. Okay, Paladin makes it a lot easier. Because now all our shit has haste. Okay, so now we are certainly playing the Paladin, right? So we play Paladin. We can get some draws as well. Actually, so if we go Stoneforge, grab Mantle, play Mantle, equip, we can then play Paladin and keep going. That's tough. We also need the Mantle regardless, so I think it's correct. Okay. Shuko here. think we did it. We shall see, though. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, white. I guess keeping the Nadu untapped is actually objectively better because of the flying. I don't know. We do need to find some zeros or some ones, or we will fizzle out here. I think that means we want to... Do you want a paladin here? I'm not sure it matters. Paladin, because then we can hammer to keep drawing cards. Yeah, it's probably correct. Whatever. No! Yeah, now I can't even move everything. That's frustrating. Just Moto stuff. Yeah, discard that. Discard. It's, yeah, because even if we just moved the mantle and the boots to another creature, we could consign to memory the equip trigger, I presume, off of the Sagardazade that he's holding. Oh well. Good to know that the Thoracle plan is reasonable. Yep, okay. But are we dead? Might not be dead. Okay. He has 2 hammers and a Shadow Spear. We're dead. Okay. Okay, not dead. I like not being dead. Whew, okay. Punted a lot of clicks and did get there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with kind of what we have. I like the consigns quite a bit. Yeah. I don't know about the needle. Needle's really slow, and I think there are too many things. I think I'd rather honestly just have like another consign. Whew. Yes, Seabass, that was turn 3. I played turn 1 Saga, and on turn 3 grabbed the Shuko, and almost, like, I would have Oracle killed, almost certainly. This hand, not good. This hand I think is fine. I think we are bottoming the plains. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so we get to Arid Mesa here, which is nice. Because now we don't scream, I'm gonna consign to memory you. Stoneforge, yeah. Do we... I think we counter the trigger here. Like, almost certainly, yeah. Cast. Hell yeah. Okay, well, I'm definitely not playing the Saga out yet. Okay, consign to memory. Real good. Just remember what we saw happen the last 2 games when people tell you, but but the mana's worse. It's like, who cares? You just win the game. I kind of want them to pop this Haywire Might. Yeah. All right. Because I need them to pop that thing at some point anyway, and we don't have surges, so there's no
Travis
stopping
Brown
it.
can never die.
Hey, Tree, thank you. Oh boy. All right, okay, that's fine. Just a paladin, not too spooky. Okay, that's good to know. So if we go Saga, Steel Shaper's Gift, we can then also just get like Shuko and play it. New card stuff. Alright, yeah, just do this. Alright, and now we will untap, get at least a couple card draws out of this, maybe more. No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Sure. What a strange game. I love it. So, wonder, is it actually play giver here? I think play giver here is correct. Okay. It's like, yeah, and I'm just hoping he bricks. That is everything we're doing. Oh, that's not good. Don't do it. Don't Stoneforge me. No. We're not dead. We do get to block. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Okay, well, we have to block that thing. So we take 3 here. Not dying. Pretty good. Okay. All right, let's spin the wheel. That's not a good hit. I think we're not in great shape. Yeah, we needed him to not kill 2 of our lands. Can we win? I don't think so. All right, and yep, that'll do it. All right, I'm gonna say Hammer, like Bant Hammer, still won that. I do like the Thoracle in the sideboard, because shit like Amulet Titan, because I don't think they have a lot of, like, they'll ring loop you, but then they die because you just go off Thoracle them. Yep, scoreboard. Nadu Hammer still cracked. Yeah, we just won on turn 3 with Thoracle. That's how Amulet uses their sagas. They're just like, turn 1, this is just 2 mana or 3 mana, I guess. 3 mana and a way to tutor up my most important card. Really, really silly. Okay, we are on the draw. Don't like that part, but we'll see what the rest looks like. All right. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. Any colored source, and we're doing the hammer thing. And otherwise, we still have like a turn 1 Esper Sentinel. All right. Yep, I'll fetch Shock. I don't think there's a reason to play out the Ornithopter. I guess the reason is if they like Bowmaster and we draw exactly Sigarda's Aid, because then we can still just crack in for 10 in the air with the Ornithopter. Yep, all right. Or no, we can't, because we don't. Yeah. I was like, if we draw Hammer now. Okay, so what if we lead with Shadow Spear? I like just kind of getting the artifacts into play, because my opponent definitely just has Counterspell or something up. Could also just go, I think we just play a tapped Temple Garden in case our opponent is on like Dimir Burn again. They're gonna drown in the locket. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, and I don't think there's a reason to attack. Let's play a tapped Temple Garden. I mean, I guess if they have a Bowmaster, like, they get to eat the Sentinel for free anyway, so who cares? All right. Yeah, so now, okay, so we get to draw a card. So it's likely a Reanimator plan. Do like getting free cards. Okay, they discarded Archon of Cruelty. Don't like that. So it's not a Goryo's Vengeance. And I'm kind of glad you sacked the Ornithopter. We have the Ornithopter out now because we can sacrifice it if they do get the Archon back. And we have to go like Paladin. Ugh, come on. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so they have the Undying effect for sure if they're not taking the Paladin. Okay, do I get to draw a card? Can't imagine I do. Nope. All right. Okay, so now they take the Paladin here, I would presume. And hopefully we just draw like, I don't know, even Nadu's fine here. That's a real good one. There we go. I'll crack in for 2. Trade life totals. And yeah, all right. We're definitely drawing a card here. I wonder if they'll try to pay. They did not. Okay. Smart opponent. There are a lot of people who do try to pay for your two power Sentinel with their 1 mana. Okay, so they surveilled that. Surveilled a surveil land. And I will be deploying the Ornithopter here because we see Archon in the yard. Looks like a persist. Oh, sure. Okay. You've killed my Sentinel. Okay. So here we're definitely playing out the Ornithopter. I think we play out the Ink Moth as well, since I want to use that mana for whatever. I want to use that mana on next turn's Urza Saga. And so we will make a 4/4 that will turn into a 6/6. This might be a Boots game. Yeah, all right, cool. Urza Saga, let's go. Okay. So I don't think Consign countering Archon trigger is pretty cool. But Spell Pierce, definitely the better plan. Surge, also very good. So we probably want like these 6. And then what are we cutting? Ornithopters seem pretty bad. Gift, probably. Maybe it's just this. That seems fine. Sure. And also like the split of what protection spells and interaction we're running in the sideboard, that will change based on experience and like how the meta shakes out. And like if we find out it's like, oh well, I have too many cards to bring into specific matchups, pretty important to be able to determine like, okay, which like the exact numbers. And also if people start playing a lot of these like, you know, Psychic Frog decks, then Giver of Runes is good, but specifically Sanctifier, in fact, that's the card I'm thinking of, gets really, really good. Yeah. I'll keep this hand. We have the combo. Question is, are we shocking in Hallowed Fountain? I would like to be able to counter their 2-mana spell. So if we want like Hallowed Fountain Hammer, I think that's reasonable. It also doesn't scream, oh, I have Spell Pierce as much. And now we get to like untap, play Saga, and pass. Okay. Wonder if they're going to Spell Pierce my hammer. No. Just getting the Surveil going. I respect that. On top, don't like that part. Note, if I had like a fetch land there, I probably would just go like fetch land, pass. All right, yeah. Cool, didn't matter. So I would assume they take Paladin and Nadu. I'd be very surprised if they took anything else. What did they exile to the grief? Persist? Oh. Oh, sure. Okay. See, it's a 2/1. I don't really care that much. That's fine. Okay. Well, in this case, I'm just going to play a Stoneforge Mystic. Probably just get a Cryptic Coat here. I'd presume that's correct. Coat seems pretty good. Because if we do draw a Nadu in the next like turn cycle, then we know we're going to get Shuko off of the Urza Saga. And next turn we get to play Plains and hold up, make a construct, or put in Cryptic Coat off Stoneforge Mystic plus Spell Pierce, which seems pretty good. Do they know about the... They do know about the play. They know about the whole hand, which is fine. Yeah. I'd much rather my opponent persist a grief than... persist a grief rather than undying it, because 4/3 much spookier than a 2/1. Okay, so bend the Psychic Frog. Sure. Bending Bowmaster this time. Okay, take my 2 spells. Oh wow, okay, so they think they just can't beat a 3/2 then? That keeps coming back? Alright, fine with me. Can't imagine there's a world where we are... I guess we can block the grief with the Stoneforge and the construct. That's pretty funny. And he only gets to kill one of them. Okay. Okay. Hey, Salty Saint Nick, thank you. Welcome to the party, everybody. We are playing against like a grief, blue-black Reanimator shell. I don't think it's worth trading off the construct, to be honest. It's cute that we can do it, but I don't think it's worth it. We're playing some Nadu Hammer because Nadu is a card that probably should just get banned immediately. But since people are not, like, they're not doing that, I'm fine playing with the busted card. I don't think the Spell Pierce is going to do much at this point, so I am not going to. Yeah, so we'll make a construct. Get Shuko. Could also just get a drum. Drum lets us play and equip boots. That's probably right. Yeah. Sorry. I was in the Goatbot's trenches at the end of the day at work, and it's like miserable. But I appreciate you reaching out. It was very nice. All right. Attack for 11. Is this good enough? Opponent? Maybe. We'll find out. All right, cool. So we are 2-2. One of our losses was to the mirror match, and then the other loss was to our deck not functioning, which definitely happens. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was miserable, but it was definitely less miserable than some of the past sets. I don't know why. I think people were probably just opening more of the product. That'd be my only guess as to why it was, a little bit easier to acquire them. I also missed the true spike where it was like 50, and I got them at like 36, I think, which still what a beating. But all right, sick. Yeah, keep this hand. We have sagas and we have an equipper. I don't know what else I can ask for. Wooded Fools. I'm just gonna fetch shock. Whatever. All right, is Giver dead? She looks dead. She smells incredibly dead. Yep, she dead. Of note, opponent is playing Lightning Bolt instead of the energy thing. Okay, so just Prowess. Got it. Okay. We could die. I don't want to die. Okay, so if we just go Saga, Hammer. That seems not great. I think it's a Saga Stoneforge. Maybe grab Shadow Spear. If we do that, we can grab Shadow Spear. Maybe Boots. Nah, I think we just go get Shadow Spear here. Those are some good drafts. that's a lot of value you're getting. Yeah, I would sell a lot of those cards. Yeah, just get a Shadow Spear. Right? Let's see. 1, 2, yeah. Well, if we play Mantle, I think I'm just going to keep it really, really simple. Yeah, I know better than the draft because I'm bad. I'm bad at limited. Mostly because I never play it either. That's sick. Oh boy. Okay, so give her down. Or Stoneforge down, whatever. So take 3. I don't like that they don't have a third land, just have all gas. Ugh. Okay, so if we go aid here, aid and probably play Strand. God, we're so close to dying. So it's probably aid and play Strand. And then we can untap, play. I guess we can like flash in hammers as well. Yeah, this is spooky. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, limited is super sick. I was like, I love cube. But that's about the limit of my experience. We're dead, right? Yeah, I feel super dead. Okay. Okay. Post board. Do we It's kind of funny that it counters the trigger for the slick shot. I think we just want surges. Maybe vexing baubles, but I don't know. Nadu might be good because it flies and it creates value. But I don't know. Gift I'm pretty iffy on. Sentinels, I know Sentinels, like, it's a non-creature deck, but like I don't know about Sentinel against the Lava Dart deck. Probably keep like Cryptic Coat's probably not great, right? Yeah, it's probably correct. We can keep like a couple Sentinels. All right. Let's see how this goes. I would like to be on the play. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff going right. Any fetch land and we're in business. I think I'm keeping it, especially since we can fetch end step potentially. Save some life. That seems right. Okay. I think we do, yeah. All right, fetch land. Or a colorless source, one of those. All right, pass turn. If they do tap out, we do get to, and we draw a colored source. We get to go Paladin, Animate, Ink Moth, Equip to Ornithopter, Crunch, and then move it back to Paladin, which seems pretty good. Pick your poison. Each player sacks an artifact. Each opponent sacks an artifact. Okay. Almost certainly sacrificing the... I think we're sacrificing the Ornithopter. Yeah. Oof. So I guess this is the better land to play here. That's kind of fun. So we can... next turn we can... we can animate, block, and surge. I don't think that's right, but might be. Okay. Slick shot, you got it. Okay. Are we also fine just offering that trade? They don't have a lava dart in the yard. I think this is clock here. Yeah, I think I'm this. Okay. This might have been really greedy. It probably was. Okay. Sure. I think I was supposed to just take that trade. But now if we draw a 0-drop or a colored source, we're in really good shape. Like they die, I think? Come on. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty dead. This is an unfortunate way for the league to end, but, you know, them's the beats. Do they have a spell? If they don't have a spell, okay. That's so bad. GG's. What a beating. All right. Okay. So 3-2 and 2-3. So things to note. One of our matches, a couple of our losses were just like we had 2 lands and never drew another one. I think that's fine. Kind of like the Oracle plan against things like Titan. We saw what they can do with 6 recurring ring. Consigned to Memory was very impressive. That card's very good. I don't know if it's 4 of, but like some number. I think we might be trimming some of these Surge of Salvations. Can also probably move like a Surge or 2 to the main, because I like having some interaction game 1. I do like all 4 Nadu. I'm curious if we need Cryptic Coat anymore. Because I mean, that's something I'll noodle on and I'll think about, because the Cryptic Coat feels a lot less important when you're going Nadu. Here's 40 cards. Like the grind plan is just very different.
Can never die.
Cool. What's up, Blitz? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Other than that, I liked it. We didn't play against a lot of the decks like Cascade, where I would want the Bauble. So maybe that means, like, unless they start popping up, maybe you don't play the Vexing Bauble. Everything else seemed pretty good. Kind of like it. I'd be curious to see what Happy Sandwiches build looked like. Haywire could be a one of somewhere in here too, because it does interact with
Travis Brown can never die.
It does interact with the Shuko combo. We don't care about Chalice. We do not give a shit about Chalice. If your opponent plays Chalice, you ignore it. You play Nadu, you put Shuko in either with Stoneforge Mystic activated ability or Urza Saga, and then you bury them. No, stop playing March. If you want to play March, it's for like Urza Saga and things like that, in which case you want Consigned to Memory. Consigned to Memory also very good against like these 4-color decks because it counters the ring. It also stops ETBs, so it stops if you don't want to counter the One Ring for whatever reason, you can counter. So if they delighted Halfling and cast the One Ring uncounterable, you let it resolve and then you counter the trigger. That's sweet. Okay. You also get to counter Leyline Binding, ETB, Solitude, Omnath if you want. It's all really good. It's just a much more flexible card. We don't need March. If you want March, you should have different reasons than Chalice. You don't need to worry about Chalice. We can just beat that card. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I liked it. I think the Shuko Nadu package is more than worth it. Yeah, it's really good. Just like, even when we didn't win the turn we played it, we basically won. I think the question will be, when do you want to board out Nadu? So like against Prowess, probably supposed to cut it. And that's just kind of a learning curve with the deck. Because against Prowess, I think you just want to be on the hammer plan, which means maybe in your sideboard, you have more things to lean into the hammer plan, like maybe a couple gifts, things like that. Or like trimming some Nadus could be a really interesting area to explore, but I think I really like it. I think it's very powerful. We saw like how absurd it could be, even without Shuko, because we have Pure Steel Paladin, we have Giver, and we have, you know, you can just pay 1 on a Lava Spur Boots or a Paradise Mantle. Like, you have lots of ways to turn on the Nadu without always having to get the Shuko. And so yeah, I think that's where you want to be. Obviously, you know, sometimes you can't always cast Nadu on turn 3, but I think that's fine. I think as long as you can cast it on turn 4 or 5, that's plenty good. But yeah, I mean, the number of surges, spell pierce, vexing bauble, these are kind of the numbers I want to play around with. But I think a lot of that will come with as the meta kind of evolves. Like, honestly, I could see Sanctifier and Vec being quite good. We saw a lot of like black-based graveyard decks. It's also obviously good against Scam. It's also very good against some like the various Storm decks, depending on the configuration. And Drannith Magistrate is the other card I might consider because it's also really good against the Storm piles. But a lot of this will come with the meta evolving. But as a starting point, I'm pretty happy to be right here. Yeah, I mean, seems good to me. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Let's see who is streaming right now, and I will send y'all their way. Oh, Young Dingo, sick. Yeah, let's do that. Young Dingo streaming some cool shit as he tend to do. Sweet. All right. Well, I hope y'all
Travis Brown
enjoy.
Can never die.
Young Dingo puts on a hell of a show, and you know, he's a good dude. So send him my well wishes. Toodaloo.